Hello, everybody. This is Paul Pona. We are now live. Can you hear me okay? Let me know in the chat box if you can hear me okay, if you can see me okay, and all that kind of stuff. We'll get underway now. Okay. So, as the session started, Damien, yes, we have. Donald, hey, good to see you here. Yes, we're 100% live. Hey, Cheryl, nice to see you here. Hey, Beverly. Hey, John, nice to see you here. Um, so cool. See all you folks out there. Hey, Joel from Mexico. Nice to see you here. All right. So today it's gonna be a lot of fun. Okay, that's why I'm doing it live in our group here and our YouTube and stuff like that. I want to give a lot of cool prizes. I'm thinking I'm gonna give away some of these swag as well for some of you folks as well to keep things fun. Let's see how the day goes. Right. I'm gonna be here live to do some Q&A and that's the thing as well. So all in all, it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right. Now, just a quick point, right? So when we talk about like stuff where I'm super excited to talk about a lot of things here, like what you see. Like one of the things that comes in quite a bit is basically to the effect of, okay, Paul, I'm excited. What's the deal here, right? Like all the technologies we're seeing and all the kind of other stuff. It's so great. It's excellent. It's awesome. Sounds great. But like, what's so great about what it is happening in the future, and why am I so excited about it? Okay. So firstly, I want to talk about two important components here. Okay. And these two will be very important for you. So the AI space, right, is going towards two types of endeavors, and why that's the case, I'll explain to you as well. Okay. So let me share my screen here real quick. Okay. So one of the things with our VideoExpress application, I mean, I've been putting up like that link, right? So by the way, just for the folks who just join in, our 7-day free trial, we're going to be closing it down in 24 hours. Okay. To test drive it, because the cost, I'll get to that in just a bit, is not sustainable for us. Okay. So if you want to try it out for free, where you know have no hard feelings, you leave, you didn't put a penny in, and you got to just take advantage of me, go try it out at VideoExpress.ai/go. My way of saying, okay, try it out. Let me prove to you that this thing is revolutionary. Now we're going head to head with this OpenAI Sora, right? You'll see that article right there. I want to quickly show you this stuff because what I'm talking about will kind of you have to really understand how really it impacts you. Okay. So here, OpenAI is heading to Hollywood to pitch their revolutionary Sora, which is not released yet, by the way, which is the AI prompt to video, sort of like what VideoExpress does. It's better, I'll not deny, but we haven't seen any demo of the application. We don't have access to it. It might be in 2025 or something like that. But here's the thing. You may never be able to use this application that OpenAI is building because of the fact that they're pitching it to Hollywood studios and enterprises, because word's out there that it's going to cost you, first of all, it's going to take 1 hour to generate one video, first of all. And then secondly, they're putting the projection of about $12 or so, or $5 to $12 per video. That's the great wine whenever it releases in 2025 or whatever, right? So it's going to be out of reach for everybody, like yourself and everybody else, right? So meaning it's going to go to Hollywood studios, enterprise companies, and stuff like that. So that means effectively what's going to happen is you're going to have companies like OpenAI on one level, maybe one or two of them, maybe Google, maybe, right? So they'll be there in that level where there's going to be two out of reach for you everyday folks. And then there's going to be companies like us here, which is trying to do the best and make it really valuable for you with no monthly fees, no credits, and all that kind of stuff, and trying to merge the gap between the technologies, right? So what's going to happen, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to predict the future right now because I've been right about this stuff for the last couple of years already. And so what's going to happen is OpenAI and other companies like this, which have billions of dollars in venture capital funding, they got to show to their investors how to make money and how to prove it's worth it. They're going to basically go towards the enterprise, Hollywood, the big producers, big production houses, right? And they're going to pitch their technology to them. They're not going to have anything for the small businesses, yourself, maybe creators, YouTube content creators, coaches, consultants, the R group, right? They're going to have nothing available for it. So what we're doing behind the scenes in the technology space right now is we're trying to bridge that gap such that you have the same level of technology, but without that hefty prices. For that to happen, we need help from folks like yourself to just pitch in, right? With VideoExpress.ai, pitch in your development costs. The idea is not even make a profit, to be very clear with you. You're not going to make any profit on that 7-day trial, or even when you decide to go in and pay for itself. It's like $179 for the one-time payment for lifetime access, or you spread it out over a couple of months with a free trial, slightly more expensive by $15, but not gonna make much profit out of it because of the server costs and stuff like that. If it takes a big company like OpenAI, like where they're going to charge you $10, $12, $5, whatever it is for one video, and you got to retry every video, it's going to cost you $5 every time, right? Or $10, whatever it is. So the point is, what I'm trying to get at is, this is the stuff where we have a full-time machine learning team, PhDs, people who are like really, really smart people, right? And doing research and stuff. One of the things we did just yesterday, by the way, is that we allowed you to create double the length of the videos, right? So for example, if I go back here into the media library here, let me go to like my AI videos here, right? So here you go, right? This is one where you see this. This is the animated rabbit, right? This one right here. You could only do up to 2 seconds or whatever. Now you can do double the length, right? For this one. Same thing with like this one right here. I want to show you. Look at that, right? Look at that. Look at that animation. Look at that effects. All done with a simple text prompt, right? And now you can create 5 minutes long of these videos. By the way, other applications out there do like what, 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever. You can do up to 5 minutes. You can create a whole timeline and everything. And of this high level 3D, right? Not only 3D, you could do it like, check this one out, okay? I have this one right here. This is the boy right here walking, right? You can do it in this way. You could do it where even humans, right? Like this is one right here. Like you can do it with stock footage, stuff like that, right? Now, why I'm trying to tell you this stuff is today it's 6 seconds, 7 seconds that we can do. In about a couple of months, 5 months, 3 months, whatever, we're going to be able to do 14 seconds, maybe 20. All those updates will be for free for you as a VideoExpress customer. This is the giveaway I'm doing, right? Which is basically try it out for 7 days. Help us out, see for yourself, give us the suggestions and stuff, right? We're making updates every day right now. We also have coming up, right? If you see in my projects, right? If you go here, this project right here, if I do here, you see this where it says make private or share or redesign. So you could actually share it in our public gallery. Okay, that's coming up in about 24 hours or so. We're testing it internally right now so that we have some moderation and stuff like that in place. But what that's going to do is it's going to give you the ability to share your stuff and collaborate with other people so that let's say, for example, here, right? Let's say if I make this private and you see right click here, you see share. So you can share this exact project with other people so they can see, oh, wow, okay, this is how it was done. This was the prompt used, right? You see how here, animated 3D Pixar style cartoon rabbit, right? This was the half of the prompt. You're going to get the whole prompt, the negative prompts and all that in order to generate it with just a bunch of text, right? To create a video like this. Like this one right here is a princess, some like a shampoo bottle. This guy right here, what is he doing? He's showcasing some type of a potion, right? Whatever, right? Like, you get my point, right? There's all types of varied stuff. Like this one right here is a rabbit walking on some, I don't know, sunset here, I guess. But anyway, so you get the point, right? You can create like 3D, 2D, full-fledged, all this other stuff. But the point is that with that public gallery, that's another reason why we're giving you this trial right now before we close it down, forget, is that it allows the community to figure out what's the best prompts and how we can improve our AI algorithm, right? So just so you understand, we built this thing with our own team in-house so we can make improvements on the fly based on your feedback, right? Based on how we can improve things and stuff like that. Like one of the things we're working on next is stock videos, right? You can create stock videos where straight out of the gate, you can just create a prompt and you can create those nice stock videos with like that a zoom and pan effect and stuff like. Let me actually show you one of them if I can show you. But anyway, the point I'm making is you could do all this stuff without ever, right, having to do anything extra, right? So isn't that cool? Like, so that means you can do that right out of the gate with just a prompt. You can do all this stuff, which was really impossible before, right? So does that make sense? Like super, super powerful, right? And this is what I'm trying to say where the future is, right? People want to always talk to me and ask me, where is the future? What's happening with the future? Well, check this out. Okay, let me play this one. So this is the stock footage, right? We can get this video out to as much as 5-7 seconds or so. So you've seen videos like this, right? On YouTube channels and other places like that. Well, so you can do stuff like this. Or let me actually show you another one example. So this is something we're working on. It's going to be available probably in about 48 hours. We're doing some final edge testing, right? What we like to call. But anyway, this is another one example right here. Like you've seen these types of videos on YouTube channels, on like, you know, some really high-end influencers using it in their Instagram reels and stuff, right? Check this out. There's another one. With the prompt, we created a video like this, okay? Now, in this particular case, again, this one is also about 3 seconds. And make it about up to 5, 6, 7 seconds, depending on the prompt, depending on the styling. So you see my point, right? Either you can do stock video footage like this one. You could do maybe with like a person with like that whole camera zooming in, panning, person moving and stuff with one prompt, one text prompt, right? This is what's revolutionary about this. And on top of that as well, right, you can do stuff like this, which is right here. I'll try to play this in the timeline so you folks can see it if I can. Let's see. If you can hear the audio, it's pretty good. But you see, right, you can test drive and basically preview things right in the timeline itself like this.
Ready to fuel your mission to the stars?
Right? You see that?
Fast supplements here, bringing the power of the cosmos right to your doorstep. Crafted for astronauts, perfected for you. Our supplements are designed to boost your energy, enhance your focus.
Now, what I wanted to show you is, you see this astronaut here is walking, right? One of the questions people always ask is like, how do I make a character to walk? So when you go into the videos, right? Like if you go to create from prompt section right here, as you can see, what you could do effectively is you can pretty much with that prompt, right? Like you see that right here, you can adjust the motion level too. So for example, let's say if I go into, like, I'll show you this, right? So let's say we're in the public gallery, right? So what you can do is you can, let's say you like this a rabbit, you want to redesign this, right? What it's going to do is right click redesign. It's going to take the prompt I used, and this is what the community used too, right? You can recreate what the community has chosen and from the group, and you can adjust the motion level. You see this? Motion level means how much do you want this character, right, to walk or animate themselves and stuff like that. You want more or less, right? So if you had to put high, it's going to do more of it, right? And what we are doing is, if you see here to the left, here, you see how I'm zoomed in here. See there, we have this 3D model, cinematic, photographic, and stuff like that. What happens when you do this is you don't need to do prompting. You don't have to like extensive prompting and stuff. You just type in one thing and it's going to do the magic for you, right? So then you can create stuff like this and make the rabbit talk, walk, in this particular case, animate and stuff like that, right? You get my point, right? And the cool thing as well is because of that, you see here, right? Watch this, watch this. It's pretty cool. Now check this out, right? So here, if you have any changes you want to make, right? Let's say, for example, you created for a client, you want to add watermarks. That's another big thing people always ask here, right? So like, how do I create watermarks? So we have a timeline editor here, right? So all you got to do is you just go and click on add track to the top, right? And then you can do some cool things. So you can put a title like so, right? And then in this title, you can right click and basically go to properties, right? And then what you could do in this title, you can add like stuff like watermarks. You can transition this in and out. You can do all kinds of other cool things, right? You can go to edit here, click on this text here, and this could be your watermark, you see? And you can extend how long you want it to appear. So let's say, for example, I want this watermark to be like yay high, and then I want to adjust it throughout the video. Let's say I want to make it white or yellow, whatever. You get my point, right? And this is the watermark, let's say right here, watermark. You can put that in throughout the video, and you can even attach it like this. So if I adjust it like this, boom, here we go. Show this to the client, boom, save it, and now it'll appear, right? Like so, throughout the video, see? And now if I don't like it, or let's say I want to save this as a watermark project, save the project as watermark, right? And then if I want to export it to the client without the watermark, I just click delete. Now the watermark is gone and export it. So you could do stuff like this within a few seconds because we have that timeline system. You can even do zoom in effects, right? From within the timeline, right? And we also added like things like fast cuts, fade in audio, and all stuff. All the tutorials are in there. You can do camera panning and zooming. So you want the camera to move from left to right. Stuff like that, right? So all of it is thought through. Now, we're seeing some suggestions coming in, and I want to talk about those. So one of the suggestions was, this is a fast cut transition where it's going to do that jump cuts, right? You know, like that Mr. Beast, every 2 seconds there's like this exciting thing happening, right? So that we're adding more of these based on your feedback. So it's in the next few days, you're going to be seeing more of these. So different styles. One could be like fast cuts for Instagram specifically, Reels. One could be for TikTok specifically, right? One could be, for example, where for YouTube, for like, let's say if you want to create a 3-minute, 5-minute video, whatever, what would be the best one? So we're going to do it based upon our experience and what's working in when we're experimenting for advertising, let's say, right? Or when you're experimenting it for, let's say, social media organic reach posts, right? When you're running an ad, like let's say you're creating a video ad for yourself or a client, it's a different type of system, right? You want people to be educated and make a decision with a call to action, right? So but when you're doing it for organic, meaning people have to watch, it's all about watch time. How exciting is it, right? Oftentimes I see this, right? Which I always see as well in the comments and stuff like that, is that, what matters? Well, it depends. If I'm trying to create an ad, it's like, how many people am I getting to click away from the ad to a website, right? That's the goal. So the call to action has to be pretty solid and leading up to that. If I'm doing it where I'm trying to create something where I want to get free traffic on YouTube or TikTok or whatever, it's the watch time, right? That's what matters. Like I've seen scenarios, and I'll teach you folks on this one in our training coming up soon, where I literally would delete this little segment, right? You see the selection I made in the last few seconds because it's too long or whatever it might be. And I just, like you select this stuff and you cut this. You see this right here. Like, let me just show you this stuff here real quick. So you see this one right here, this little section right here. And then I put the scissor icon. Just with that little cut, videos which were getting like no traffic, like you do this, it getting more traffic because more people finished the video. Does that make sense? So this is the type of stuff that matters, okay? And this is the type of stuff that you gotta pay attention to. Now, and this is what we're going to be teaching you. Don't worry, okay? That's the flexibility you got. Now, you made a mistake. Whoa, I cut it. I don't want to do it. Well, you got the undo button here, right? Obviously, so it's pretty cool. So the undo button, you just click on that thing, and boom, it's now you can go back to whatever, right? Now, the other thing was about image to video. I want to talk about, right? So what we did, if you go to AI videos, you can go to image to video, and this is where you can do the implementation with, let's say, you want to integrate Midjourney images or our own Artistly text to image application, which I would say is the best right now. So you can go here and then you go click on, you just upload any image, right? Just make sure it's 16 by 9, okay? So this is another commonly asked question, like what does that mean? 16 by 9 is just basically a landscape video. That's what our AI has been trained on. And then you that's the type of a video or image in this case, right? Like it's basically a rectangular image, right? Not a vertical image. And then you just upload it and it'll do its job, right? So that's the image to video. So you just upload a frame and then it'll create the video on its own. So for example, if my image from Artistly or Midjourney or whatever is going to be something like this, right? Which is, you see this right here, it says landscape 16 by 9, then we can make that into a video, no problems. The only thing is the vertical one, our AI is not trained on that yet. It's going to take us a few months to get to that. It just, how it works, just so you know, our AI algorithms, it takes about 4 to 6 months to come up with all the data sets and all the mumbo jumbo stuff behind the scenes and then test it, right? So what we thought is like, let's just work on landscape, because what you could do in the application is you can resize it to make it vertical, because we have 2 applications that make that happen, right? You can use our automatic captions app, which is right here to the right. You can do that there, or you can also do it where, for example, you can do it where you just click on this vertical thing and then it'll resize the videos as well for vertical purposes. You have 2 choices. We are training on that as well. So pretty cool. So that way you can resize a video to fit within that, and you can zoom and pan accordingly, right? So that way, anyway, you're not missing that out if you're trying to do it for those elements here, right? Now, the other one that I wanted to mention here is the ability for you to basically make modifications on the fly, right? So for example, what you could do is, let's say, for example, I like one of my own generations, right? If I say so myself, let's say I liked this rabbit, let's say as an example, I click on redesign, right? Now, what happens right here, I mean, you made some any mistakes or whatever, it doesn't matter. You see how it says image type 3D, and then underneath that, you got neon punk 3D model or whatever, right? So what we did, which is really extraordinary, okay, is you could reuse the same character, okay? And, motion speed, we'll do it in a bit, but like you could do it there. And then here, you can basically change. You want to do it in anime, you want to do it cinematic, photographic, or whatever. So let's say, for example, right now, if I like it to be neon punk, let's say, right? You don't have to do any changes. Just you do it. And then basically, and then the way we've done negative prompts is that if you don't want something in the first frame to appear, then you put the negative prompt. You don't have to do it right away. So let's click on image preview. Now, what happens is this is basically the first frame of that video. Okay, does that make sense? So it's going to create the first frame, and it's going to be faster because then you don't have to wait for like a long time. Okay, so this is the image, right? So this is the image. This is the first frame that was created. Now, if you want to add anything or remove anything from this, you could do it. But here's the thing. Here in motion speed, if you had more speed, sometimes there'll be too much movement, right? Let's say if you want to do that. If you want to do a little bit less, it's going to do a little bit less movement. So we gave you those options for flexibility, but here's what we did on top of that: video length booster. So in the case of video length booster, you'd want to create the motion speed slightly a little bit less because you're going to have a lot more generation behind the scenes, right? The world is being generated from scratch, so to speak, right? That's why you want to basically put medium or low for that so that it can create a longer length video, right? So if you click on this option right here. Now, we thought through it where this is for basically 3D, right? Like Pixar style or whatever. Now, what you could do is you had this one, right? While this is being generated, like you can just click create video on this one, right? So like if I put motion speed or whatever, and then I click video length booster or whatever, doesn't really matter. And then you click on create video, watch this, okay? Like create. So that's going to create the scene, right? With this rabbit on there. Now you click next. And then again, you can go click create video here again while that other one is done. So you're doing two scenes at the same time being generated behind the scenes, right? If that made sense, right? So that means basically you're not constricted by just entering prompt and generating one scene, for example. You're able to create an entire timeline straight out of the gate, right? So for example, here, if I want to do a different style, so let's say, for example, I want to do, let's see here, 3D model, right? And then instead of say rabbit walking, you say rabbit, I don't know, running, right? I'm just making up something I can think of right now. But then you generate the image preview by reusing the same character and elements. What's going to happen now behind the scenes, what's happening is that other scene is being created. Does that make sense? While the other ones were like this one right here, it's running, right? So look at that. So this is the first frame of that scene. So what you can do now is you can create the video again. So what's happening now is that behind the scenes, I'm creating multiple video scenes at the same time. Not possible with any other application right now. Okay. And this is the thought process, right? Of trying to put together an entire thing while you go have a cup of coffee. There you go. See there right now what happened? It's showing me a message right here. It says generated, your video is done. Show me. And then you just go into your videos and you can sort them into folders and stuff like that. There you go. All my stuff got generated here. You see this? All of them are being done right now behind the scenes. So that's the cool thing. All you got to do then, you just drag and drop into the timeline like so, whatever you like so. And then now you can create your text to speech. You can do whatever you want, right? So you can do all these cool things like so, right? So pretty cool. All right. Now, does that make sense? Is that cool or what? Let me know in the chat box, because this is what we are talking about, right? So you can create the whole video like this in the timeline, right? See that? You can do that. So this is the rabbit talking. So walking in this case. So watch this. There we go. Right? So now I did all that right when I was live here. It took me what, a couple of minutes, right? So now you can put together videos really, really fast. Okay. So that's the idea. And now what we're doing behind the scenes on top, because I've seen your feedback. Again, see, there's another one which got generated right now. So it does everything behind the scenes. You don't have to wait for one to finish for the other one to happen. That's the workflow that we did, which is awesome, right? That way you can do everything, whatever your mind says, and then put them together later on, right? Especially think of it this way, right? So let's say I'm doing the stock footage stuff, right? Like what you see right now with this lady, and then with this one right here, right? Let's say, for example, I'm trying to create videos like this. Well, you see in YouTube and you see in other places right now, all these happen with like a background voice and voiceover and stuff like that, right? So it's a good idea for you to finish them in one sitting and then drag and drop them into timeline, right? So that's what we've done here effectively. Okay, that's what pretty cool. All right, now let me do the first winner right now. Okay, are you enjoying this content? Let me know, and I will announce one winner right now. This is going to be $100 winner. I might even do one or more, let's see, swag winners as well. I mean, let me know, do you prefer cash or like do you prefer swag like this one? Because my shipping cost may be higher, right? So, and by the way, we're taking all your feedback in. So if you go into our Facebook group, right? Hopefully I can refresh it right now. And we're picking the winners from the chat box, right? Anyway, so if you see the Facebook group right now, if you go in here basically I'm posting new updates. Like this yesterday, we posted this one new length booster feature, which was that I just showed you just now. So in the Facebook group, we have like what 47,600. If you're not part of it, let me know right now. Join, okay? So all the updates are being made here, and every day I'm announcing new winners as well here, okay, in this group. Which is also fun. And we're collaborating, right? So if you want any additions and stuff along with our roadmap, this is the other way you can communicate, collaborate, and see what other users are doing. And once our public gallery is coming up, you're doing some final testing there, because what we are testing, just so you know, we can put it up right now. What we are testing right now is, let's say you have a media gallery, right? And then you have all this stuff being generated, like this rabbit running or whatever. So what happens is, right, like there's so many components, right? There's a human style, there's a realistic style, there is also the 3D style and all this other stuff, right? So basically what we're trying to do is when a public gallery is created, we want to create like nice categorization and search function so that you can search for what you want, so that you can see all the best stuff created by other users, right? That way you can, okay, I'm just gonna, then you can just do this redesign option right here and then be able to recreate what the other folks have done, right? Other users have done. So that means you don't have to use a lot more creativity from your end. So that's why we're doing the final stretch. It's going to be up. You're going to be blown away when you see that. Okay, it's going to be probably the most unique thing. That's why I'm giving you that free trial option, because my goal is for everybody to use it on my dime. It's okay, take advantage of me. But more importantly, once the community grows and the public gallery grows like this, it's not just me or a few users, but it's like thousands of users have this really cool platform where everybody's sharing their own creations with each other and collaborating. That alone could be worth a lot for you, because tomorrow, as we're making updates and additions and stuff, you have a really good backbone to work with, right? As we get better and better with time, and you're going to get all the updates for free. You're going to get version 2.0 for free, version 3.0 for free, or whatever. You've done the same with other applications, right? So that's the other part as well that I want to mention to you. Now, let's see here. Okay, my team just sent over the so Dara, it's not available yet. Okay, you're asking the public gallery. I couldn't find it. It's going to be available in about 24 hours. We're doing some final touches. It's available in my account, but not in everybody else's account just yet. Okay. Basically, it's going to be up in about 24 hours. I'll make an update in our Facebook group, as well as I'll probably email you as well and stuff. Just watch out for it. It's just doing some final touches right now, because one of the things we did is we did this redesign feature, right? So I want to test that right now. We're also doing this make private feature, so that if you don't want your creation to be in public, you can make it private like this, and then it's only available for you to see, not the community, right? So those are little things we're doing some tests behind the scenes. So that way, before we release it, we want to make sure all these little elements are ready. So that means, let's say, for example, I want to redesign, right? It should work for all community designs, right? Not just one or two. So that's a couple of things like that we're working on, so that'll be ready in about 24 hours or so. I'll let you know. Don't worry. All right. So now that's the thing. So you can make it private if you don't want it to be in the community, or you can make it public if you want to. Okay, up to you. You have two choices always. So that gives you some privacy, and you want to do whatever you want to do, right? Okay. Now, all right. So let me see here. My team has just sent over the winner. Here we go. Okay. All right. So now a couple of things real quick while I'm here live. I just want to mention, ask any questions you have while we're live, because I'm 100% live right now. I want to make sure this is beneficial for you. Instead of just the prizes and stuff, you want to talk about where the AI space is working. We're spending millions of dollars on these technologies right now, right? These like AI servers, AI engineers, and machine learning, people with PhDs in machine learning and stuff. We're doing a lot of research behind the scenes. So you want to talk about that. I love to talk about it, because that's what's going to set you apart in the future, right? I'm super excited about this stuff as well to talk about, because every day I'm learning so many new things that like nobody even knows about. If we learn like, whoa, okay, this is what is happening now. Interesting, right? So that's the other thing that I want to mention here as well. Okay. All right. So all right. Okay, let's see here who the winner is. Okay. All right. My team just sent over the winner here. Congrats to you. Okay. And by the way, the comment came in, Paul, can you slow down the pace a little? See, I get excited sometimes. Okay. For you, I will. Okay. If somebody wants me to slow down as well, let me know as well. Okay. I sometimes get too excited, talking too fast as well sometimes. Right. All right. So, All right, so the winner is, congrats to, here we go, congrats to our first winner. I have a couple more. I'm thinking of giving away some swag as well. Let's see, to keep things fun, right? All right, here we go. My team just sent over the winner to me. All right, here we go. And by the way, my team will be getting in touch with you. Okay, does that make sense? So my team will get in touch with you. You don't have to do anything. We'll post the winners as well in our group. So it's it's all transparent. Okay. All right. So here we go. All right. So Dexter Montgomery. Okay, I could just find you here with this comment. I'll answer this question as well, by the way, that you had. Congrats to you, Dexter. You are our $100 winner. Let me actually make a note of you before I forget. All right, so I have here, let's see here. I'll make a note of Dexter Montgomery. So, all right, congrats to you. So, Dexter, watch out for your email, okay? My team and I will be getting in touch with you to get your details, to get you $100, okay? Just for being here live, just for posting in the comment section. All right, pretty exciting stuff, folks. So we have some more prizes hopefully to be given away. I'm excited already. Okay, so let's answer Dexter's question here, okay? When you align the videos together in timeline, how do you keep them from having to jerk left and right and stuff like that? Okay, good question. There's two ways to do it, okay, Dexter? So one is in the scene level itself, okay? You see the, actually, let me remove your comments so that people can see it easily. All right, so here, you see each scene has its own endings, right? So what you could do, Dexter, is right-click. All right, so watch this. You go right-click on that there, and you go to properties. And then first of all, in that scene level itself, you can add scene level transitions, okay? Does that make sense? So let's say one of the scenes I can add specific properties to that scene. So for example, if we go to filters, right? And I want to zoom in, right? Or fade in or fade out. I could do it specifically for that project and that area itself. So swipe left, swipe right, you get the point, right? And if it wanted automated, we have this fast cuts feature that allows you to do that. Okay, does that make sense? So either you do the fast cuts thing, which will do that automatically, what you're talking about, without it basically having a jump cut. All right, jump cut meaning you had one scene and then it moved to another scene. There's like a cut happening. This will smoothen that out and create a little bit more of a zoom in pan effect to make it a little bit more realistic, okay? And more crisp. This is what Hollywood does, right? This is what all the other major YouTubers and all these other folks with big budgets, this is what they do, right? They'll fade in and they'll add transitions and stuff like that throughout the videos themselves, right? And that's what we want to do as well. So throughout the scenes, any one of the scenes we have, you want to basically add those transitions for that specific scene. So if you want to do a zoom in, you add it to that scene like so. Click on the setup, and where do you want that zoom in to occur? You want it to occur just in the face or whatever, right? You do that. Or in this particular case, you want it to zoom in after another scene is done. You can then do that too. So you can go zoom in like so, and then you want it to be zoomed in only. So probably like this, it will then come in and zoom in automatically. Does that make sense? So pretty cool, right? So you can then save it, and then that zoom in effect occurs like that, you see? So it's going to zoom in like so, like a transition, okay? You have different options like that. You can cut it off if you don't like it, right? Or you can just turn on the cache cuts and say it's in track 3 is where my videos are, and then that's where I want to do the transition effects, right? Okay, now I'll show you a couple other cool things right now. But before I do that, though, see, I put the link there in the bottom, right, folks? VideoExpress.ai/go. So that's where in the next 24 hours, we'll be removing the 7-day free trial, okay? It's no hard feelings. Look, try it out for 7 days. You decide it's not for you, you cancel, you used it as much as possible. It's all inclusive, meaning you get all the features for that 7-day trial. You try it out. You're not going to have anything not available for you kind of thing. See for yourself if it's worth it. And here's the thing. You're going to be impressed because of the fact that we've already made so many updates, and when we release version 2.0, version 3.0, and all that kind of good stuff. And some of this stuff I haven't even mentioned yet, okay? Which is coming up soon as a surprise. We're going to be having our roadmap coming up in the next couple of days because we're inserting all the feature requests you have right now in that roadmap, and then you can vote on it and stuff as well to keep it organized. So all those updates will be free for you. We've never charged for version 2.0 for any of our applications in the past, version 3.0, if you see some of our other applications. So you'll be proud of the fact that, hey, look, for a one-time payment, you got the ability to create as many videos as you want. Now, here's the thing. we've only put like an abuse thing, like anti-abuse kind of a limit right now for the generations you make. And the thing is, we're tweaking that every day. So the goal here is, we don't want to charge you monthly fees. We don't want to charge you credits based system. We don't want to charge you something where like you got to pay per video or something like that, like everybody else does, right? But what our goal is basically, we're gonna, over the next couple of weeks, check the usage of the 99.99% of the users. And then if you're comfortable creating, we're like, okay, 99.99% of the users are using these amount of videos that they're creating every day, right? And 0.001% are using these many more, right? And then we're going to make sure that we tweak it such that 99.99% of you will never have any daily abuse limit or something like that, right? The goal here, again, I'm trying to explain to you, is our goal is not to squeeze more money off of our loyal customers like yourself, but it's more so to actually make sure that, some person doesn't come run some bots or whatever, and they do thousands of videos in a few minutes or in a day, and then it's impossible for one individual or the average person to create. We don't want to have that happen, because it slows it down for everybody else, right? And there's precedence for that too. I just want you to understand the type of servers that we're using and stuff like that. They ain't coming cheap. Like, for example, I mention this often. People don't understand this aspect, but like, these like, you can go in, I mean, you can go to Google right now and do some search. I'll recommend you to go to this search here. There's this company called Instances Vantage. You guys can go here, gals. Check this out. Here, you can go to search and search for this called P4 instance type. This is the GPU, the NVIDIA GPUs, right? Check this out. So these are the type of stuff we are working on behind the scenes, is what we are doing for you folks, right? So if you go in here, the cheaper version is this one, cheaper, right? Okay, check this out. You click here. This uses the NVIDIA A100 GPUs, right? So A100 is like the NVIDIA, these AI servers that NVIDIA has, and they're the monopoly in this right now. So if you see here, $32.77. What we did is we have reserved it for like a year or so, something like that, to bring it down here. But still, we need to run. Right now, we are running about 100 instances. So this one is 8. So you divide that, we're running about 10 of these right now, 8x10. So about 80 of these GPUs. And this one is 8 attached to it. So probably like 10. So imagine that, right? Even at 20 times 10 is $200 an hour. That's the problem, right? This is the reason why no company can ever give it to you folks where without any credits or without any monthly fees and stuff. And this is what we're going to do in the future. So the folks who join in now, we're considering you as a founding member. The goal here, as I mentioned, is we're doing so much AI research and development behind the scenes that you're helping us fund that development, so that in the future, we're going to charge more money to other users. They're going to be happy to pay for it. You're not going to be charged for it, obviously, but the other folks will be happy to pay for it. I'll tell you why. Well, if somebody's charging them $12 for like a video, and we are charging, let's say, $1 for a video or 50 cents per video, well, at the end of the day, we win every day, right? Every day of the week. And we've done that actually with Human Pal, which is the #1 spokesperson video maker in the world right now, AI. We've done with Artistic, which is the fastest growing AI text to image generation platform in the world right now. The response we've been getting is awesome for that one too. And we're going to be doing with this as well with VideoExpress, right? It's going to be the #1 AI text to video, right? AI text prompt to video maker application in the world. And I'm willing to throw this kind of money. Just people don't understand. They're like, oh, well, $200 an hour. How can you sustain it? Well, it's because right now what we're doing, right? And with the amount of stuff that we're doing, everybody knows this, right? But just in case you don't, I'm the #1 copywriter in the world in many verticals and industries, right? One of the top consultants in the industry as well. And I'm saying that not to brag, but if it comes down to it, the other income sources that we have, that we can sustain this, because the longer goal and vision is to bring you some really cool technologies for a low one-time price, and then make up for it with enterprise clients and some of the other bigger companies out there. Like one of the big things enterprise clients want is they have 100 employees, 1,000 employees, right? They want collaboration, right? For you, maybe you just want 3, where you, your spouse, and your virtual worker, right, to access it. It's fine. But for somebody who has 1,000 employees, they want more collaborative, single sign-on, all that kind of stuff, right? You don't need all that. So those people will be happy to pay more money for the same features, yes, but with that little tweaks of collaboration, team accounts, and all that kind of stuff, right? Because they have so many employees. That's the goal. That's what we are planning on doing. It's not about the features per se, but down the line, focus. And that's what we've done with Human Pal. We've done with other applications of ours. It's what makes them. They've won awards as well for best customer support and all this other good stuff, right? Best value, stuff like that. All right. So if you have to already get it there, this is the last time. If it closes down and you want that free trial, you're not going to get another chance at it. And of course, once that free trial is removed, we're going to start increasing the prices as well for the VideoExpress application itself too. Okay, just want to be very clear on that. Once that happens, we have no choice, right? Like we have to do it as well. All right, now just a point I'm going to make. I'm going to just open up this here. So we made these updates recently where you can now create 5-minute long videos. You can do word by word automatic captions. I'll talk about that in just a sec. What that means, that's basically part of our with Subtitle application, which you're giving you access to right away as well, instant access to that. You can create more AI videos daily now. Also, we create new video creation modes. Remember that one was the subcategories, meaning when you're creating the thing, we're adding more of them. But if you go to create from prompt, in human, these are all the subcategories. So you don't have to be a prompt magician. You just say, okay, I want cinematic, and then you put a basic prompt, right, to create a cinematic footage, right? Like you do vintage cinema, like you want a 1970s vintage cinema, you can do that. So let's say, for example, let's say a beautiful, let's say, for example, blonde supermodel, let's say, doing yoga. I'm just making up something, whatever. But it'll be in vintage film cinema style, right? So it's going to be in the style from the 1970s or something, right? Look at that like the coloring, and you see that, right? So it's like very 1970s, that grainy look. It'll do that in that. So if you want to even do it where like in a big budget set or something like that, you can put that big budget movie set or something, and then it'll create like a big movie budget set, that kind of thing, right? We've done these subcategories. That's for 3D. As you can see here, under 3D you have all these options. So basically those are the video modes, right? That's what we added recently as well. It's right now available in your account, right? You can do fast video frames and rendering. Right now it's the fastest in the industry right now. The first frame of the video to preview it takes about right now 5 to 7 seconds to generate, which is ridiculous, right? So you don't have to wait too long. And then the rendering itself takes like about 40 seconds to generate one scene, to 60 seconds, depending on how much detail there is there. So you can just generate them while creating the timeline. And we also added new lifelike text-to-speech voices, where a lot of folks were asking, okay, like 11 Labs has these voices. Well, we did that, where we're adding more of them too, by the way. So what you do, you go to import media, and you go to text-to-speech like so, and then let's see here. You go to text-to-speech like so, and then here's what we added. Like all this, Iowa is really good quality. And then Alfonso is one we added recently, so you can go to Alfonso as well. So some of the other ones as well that we've added too, right? So you can see them as well. Some of them have emotions as well. Some of them have emotions in the voice itself. You can preview it by clicking the play button. So we've done that as well. Okay, pretty cool, right? So Alfonso is here, is pretty cool. So I'm just giving you these voices because we added these recently, so you can go in. So Alfonso is really good. Deanna and Ava are also really good. So I have that there, right? So Deanna and Ava, just go sure you use those as well. So where's Deanna? So she'll be somewhere down here. Yeah, Deanna is here. She's pretty good. Very lifelike, pretty awesome, right? So we're adding more of them. Zeta is really good. I like Zeta as well. So these are ones we're adding as we speak based on your feedback, so that you can start using them. You can even change the speed of them slightly a little bit to make it a little bit more fast-paced. So what the speed does is it also reduces the amount of pauses between the sentences, okay? So a little bit more fast-paced, more interactive, a lot more snappy, so to speak, right? A lot more fun, okay? Is there children's voices? Yes, we do, John. Yeah, there's children's voices as well. There's actually one we did using children's. You can test it out as well, obviously. One we did had children's voice specifically as well. So I'll actually show you that one because it's probably going to help you out to understand a little bit better. So this one is the one with the children's voice. Okay, watch this. All right.
Len the panda was always curious. His forest home was a wonderland of towering bamboo and hidden paths, and he craved nothing more than to explore it all. One day, his curiosity outpaced his caution. Lost, he wandered for days, fear and loneliness nipping at his heels. Len braved the sting of thorny vines and tumbled down slippery slopes, hunger gnawed at his belly as he searched for familiar scents. Nights were terrifying, filled with strange noises and lurking shadows. Yet, the memory of his mother's gentle warmth fueled him onward. His dream of finding her became a beacon in the darkness. Finally, after what seemed like an eternity, a familiar scent wafted through the trees. With a burst of joy, he charged forward. There, surrounded by the sweet smell of home, were his parents. Tears welled in Len's eyes as they rushed to him, relief washing over them all. His journey was over, and he had learned a powerful lesson. Courage in the unwavering pursuit of his dreams could overcome any obstacle.
Pretty cool, right? So yeah, so you can do that child's voice as well, like so. So no big deal. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention as well is our with subtitle application, right? So there were some questions on this where like, can I do word by word? We added that in. You see this right here? So if you have, let's say, subs here, like so, right? When you do word by word, what's going to happen in the step number 4, this is the app you're getting, the full-fledged app, you're getting it for free. Even if you get the 7-day trial, you can test drive this application as well with no limitations or whatever, no upsells, no add-ons or anything. You can test this out as well. So in this application, you can upload any video, not just the videos that are created within VideoExpress. That's a direct integration we have. But if you want, say, for example, to upload another video you created with some other app or whatever, this does all the subtitling for you. So you don't have to use CapCut Pro, Final Cut Pro, Adobe Premiere Pro, whatever. You can use the subtitles right out of the gate, and it's perfect from the get-go. The feedback received on this is awesome because it's so accurate, right? You just upload a video, and then you can say subtitles word by word. This is the most recent change we've done, update, so to speak, and you can do that too. So then what's going to happen is if you go to my project, I'll show you here. So you can add, let's say this was another video where we did the word by word thing, you see? So basically it's going to only put one word like so, right? And then that way it's going to be more snappy. You can change the, the snappiness of it, right? Very common in TikTok and Instagram Reels and stuff. Anyway, so you can do vertical video resizing for this one right here. You can, so basically it's going to basically do vertical.
In
like
a world
so.
of endless.
And you can add vertical subtitles and stuff like that. You can even do, let's say, for example, this one was mine where you can do it here. You
Ready
see,
to fuel your mission to the stars.
you see this right here. It highlights what is being spoken. Basically, in this case, stars are spoken. It'll highlight stars, stuff like that. You can make adjustments to the thing. This is a special bonus we're having that basically you can test drive this whole application and you get access to it for free as a bonus, right? And we're making updates to this one too, by the way, as we speak, okay? So we're making some crazy updates to this one where it's more compatible with different media styles. Like if, say, for example, you upload a video here of different dimension, it allows you to resize those. You can create countdown timers, all this stuff. I'll talk about those as we go along when I do a quick demo of these things, but just extraordinary. I mean, you'll love it. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing that I kind of wanted to also show you is this thought process, right? Of basically having to create videos that really pop, right? And one of the things that I've seen over the years is that the end-to-end solution is what matters, right? For you to have start step 1 to getting the end result, meaning a video that can generate you more traffic, leads, and sales, build your brand and stuff like that. And that you can do now with Subtitle, with the captions, which is very important for vertical videos. It also has a video resizer, right? So for example, if I go to my projects and let's go to that astronauts one, if I edit it, this was the uploaded video, go in here, right? You can now resize it. You see there's a built-in resizer here. You want a 9:16 vertical video and all that, you can do it for any video. Secondly, what you could also do is you can add subtitles where the source language, right, is English, obviously the voice, but do you want it to have subs in another language? So you want to reach a multilingual market, you can do that. So that's also really, really powerful. You have also 2 voices more, which is a little bit more of an advanced feature, but what happens if there's 2 different voices and you want the AI to detect them so that it's speaker 1, speaker 2, and do even better, organization of it. Well, you can do that too, right? So pretty powerful, right? And so again, for those who just joined in, there's that 7-day free trial. I'm giving it away for every single person attending this right now. Go to VideoExpress.ai/go, type it in your browser or click on the links you'll see here. Now, again, this is closing down in 24 hours, maybe even less from when I'm speaking right now. And once it's gone for good. We're raising the price. And again, here's the thing. It's zero risk on your part. You try it out for yourself. See for yourself if it's worth it. And if it is, awesome. All you have to do, okay, so you just go in, you type into your browser. So I'll just show you. Go to VideoExpress.ai/go like so. And you see this, right? It ends soon because it is ending soon. And then you click on this get instant access part. You see this right here. You'll see 2 options, right? You see split pay or full pay. Now, if you see here, this is the split pay is the 7-day free trial, right? You try it out. And then after 7 days, you're billed a one-time 97, and then another 30 days later, another 97. It's $194 total, lifetime access thereafter. You get the with Subtitle application, some of the other bonuses that I'm going to share with you in just a sec. All of that stuff you're going to get, or you can do one-time payment of $179 for lifetime access. Okay, it's going to be a $15 discount. Either way, with this one right here, you can use PayPal credit option if you're in the United States or United Kingdom. Okay, so that means no payments, no interest in the United States for 6 full months. In the United Kingdom, it's about 3 months, no payments, no interest. So if you click on the trial, for example, that's all. You go in here, it'll show you. It's 0, right? Right now, it's $0. You can try it out. No hard feelings, no risk. If you don't like it, no problems, right? You can cancel and you can go your merry way. All I just want you to know, though, is that the application right now is 10% of where I want it to be. We have a roadmap already mapped out for the next couple of years. What are all things we're adding and stuff, and you'll be blown away with what we have, right? That's why I want you to see if you like it now, you're going to be blown away by it in about a few months, few weeks and stuff, as we're adding new features and new elements, because we're doing a lot of stuff behind the scenes research. We're going head to head versus Runway ML and some of the other platforms out there, right? And I'll talk about those as well as we go along. But you see the point, right? What I'm saying. A lot of people always ask me, like, what's the, I want Paul, give me some giveaway, right? Like one of the things that I did, you can go in and you'll see it. I was the first person to talk about it, and you folks can see it right now. Everybody gets access to this, by the way. Okay, I'll post the link as well in the chat if you want. Actually, let me put it up here. So you can, all of you folks can go to this link, by the way. Okay, so let me actually put it in here. So all of you folks, every single one of you, can go to this website called pona.com/copywriting. This is like where I created like a full-fledged copywriting course with AI. This will also help you with VideoExpress videos, right? So let me just actually put this in a different color. But you can go to this link, and then every one of you, and then you can basically go there right now. So let me just copy this one, and let's go here. So every one of you can go here. So you can just go in here. And then this is my AI copywriting course. I did a full-fledged course because, as I mentioned before, I'm the #1 highest paid copywriter in many verticals out there, have been for a long time now. If you want to use AI to create copy, the script writing for ads, for sales videos, or even, for example, you want to market your own product or service, right? What are some things you got to do? So I've mentioned all this stuff. I'll actually post the link in the chat here as well, so you folks can see it. But you guys can go and check it out, right? So right now, and let me actually add that in here. Just give me a sec here. So there you go. So like this is the link, right? Pona.com/copywriting, or just put www. You don't have to put HTTPS and all that kind of stuff. Let me actually remove that. You can do that too, right? But yeah, you can go there. It's a free course I created, full-fledged. You guys can all get it. So I talked about here, you see this purpose of your copy, what prompts to use to create the right kind of copy for different industries. Whether it's brick and mortar industry, e-commerce, or whatever, right? And what is human psychology and persuasion? What are things you can do? And people pay me a lot of money to do this stuff, teach them and stuff like that. But I wanted to give it to you for free, right? No opt-in, none of that shenanigans. Talk about researching your niche, your big idea, because you have to explain what your big idea is, right? It's almost like sitting over my shoulder or watching over my shoulder as I build something from scratch, right? Using AI. The novel approach with the state of the art. Why should somebody buy your product or service compared to what's out there, right? Why? What's so special? That's what we talk about. What are the prompts for that, right? You got a full checklist of prompts to use. You can use ChatGPT, the free version, or you can use one of our own apps, which we have, which does all that stuff for you. Up to you. Use the free one. You want to use our app, doesn't matter. Doesn't really change anything. We talk about the Pareto principle of key features and benefits. We talked about some of these other components, right? Case studies, talk about crazy, some things like that you can do, some bonuses that destroy objections, real urgency and takeaways. I've done this so that, people, why I'm explaining this to you, okay? You guys can use it, gals can use it for free, can bookmark this page, come back later. But why I'm explaining this to you is I actually talked about this course just when ChatGPT released, okay? And at that time, would you believe it, okay? A huge amount of people were like, oh, ChatGPT hallucinates. Its information is only up until 2022 at that time, right? And therefore, it's not up to date. and therefore it makes up some stuff. It's not good. And I was like, look, it's perfect for copywriting purposes, writing stuff where, before you took you 3 weeks, now you can do it in 3 hours, right? And that saves you a lot of time. You can have clients pay you money. You can use it for your own products and services, right? And I talked about this, and maybe only 20-30% understood it. Then basically, over the next year, every guru out there or every single influencer out there was talking about AI copywriting. And I gave this away for free. I didn't sell it for like a high ticket course for our folks in our Facebook group. That's why I say join our Facebook group, right? I gave it away for free because at the end of the day, the point is you need this type of stuff to be a well-rounded skill set oriented person, right? Like we're doing this Q&A, right? I'm seeing a lot of people ask me questions on this feature. Can I do it this way? If you don't understand copywriting and human psychology, no matter what video you do, what text you write, what post you make, nobody will pay attention to it or take it seriously, right? So go bookmark it, watch it whenever you want. But the reason why I'm saying this is at that time, people are laughing, oh, AI copywriting, sure. AI is going to put copywriters out of business, sure, right? And I was right, okay? And this is the same way I'm going to be telling you right now. AI video, maybe today it's kind of new, right? But in about a few weeks, few months and stuff like that, it'll be every day that it's happening. And those who are early will have that competitive advantage over everybody else, right? This is what I mean by actually understanding that you got to use the AI the right way. Because everybody can put an AI beside something and say, oh, it's AI powered. What does that really mean, right? How does that help you? What I'm saying is there's specific use cases for AI that I know over my 15 years of experience that I've been doing this stuff for, that copywriting is one of them. Images is one of them. Before you were paying stock images, like I used to pay a subscription. Even now, I've just canceled it about a month ago, where I used to pay for stock footage, right? Like stock images and stuff like that, where for putting it in my presentations and putting it into different places. To pay a huge monthly fee. One of them was $9,700 a month, and I was paying another one for like illustrations, like animated illustrations and stuff like that. I was paying another one, and I canceled all of them because once AI came in, I could get exactly what I want instead of searching and trying to tweak what is not available, right? And AI video is the next frontier. For creative stuff, this is the thing. And I've been telling this stuff for the last couple of years now. Nobody even bothers to understand that part, but those who did end up doing really, really well. So what happened, right? Initially, when AI was happening, right, this whole AI revolution was coming in a few years ago, people said there'll be self-driving cars, right? And then there'll also be robots which are going to go cooking for you and cleaning for you and stuff, right? Then what happened? That never panned out. What AI is really doing well is knowledge worker stuff. Okay, what that means, knowledge worker stuff in another nutshell is, right, it's basically creative stuff, like photo editing, video editing, copywriting, right? Article writing, say, for example, content creation, right? This type of stuff, which we used to call creative knowledge worker stuff, is what AI is going after. And robotics is going to take us maybe 5 to 10 years more to even get there, right? And even if it does, you got to then have the robot do your plumbing work and electrical work. That's going to be another 10 years maybe, right? To be specific domain-oriented expertise, right? But this is now, right? And I gave you a famous example. There was like this company, I believe if I can go with you, I watched the Zuma, it was called Zuma pizza thing, right? Yeah, Zoom, sorry, not Zuma, my bad. All right, so check this out. Zoom was basically, if this page will load, that is, let's see here. Okay, go. All right, so this one right here, as you can see, read the story about the failed pizzas made by robots and cooked during delivery startup Zoom, right? They spent almost like, I think, $1 billion or something, and it was supposed to change the world, and then it shut down, right? And I spoke about this, right? When this one was, you see this, right? February 18, 2020. I spoke about this later on when this went down, because this is the problem, right? People are all thinking, oh, robots are going to take my cooking jobs, my cleaning jobs, my construction jobs. No. Robots are actually going after the creative, the YouTube channels, YouTube creators, video editing, photo editing, and all. And I talked about this a couple of years ago, and those people who understood it, they started going into copywriting with AI, right? Think of it this way, right? Like I used to create copy for video sales letters. We used to call them VSLs, and we used to talk about all this other creative stuff, right? And I used to talk about all this stuff, and then people, ironically, This is the funny stuff, right? I talk about the stuff where I tell, look, if a client is going to pay you money for it, or even you for your own projects, what used to take you 3 weeks, okay, can be done in 3 hours now, right? Basically, that's productivity gains, right? That means you could focus your time on other stuff, like spending time with your family, or even for that matter, maybe creating more projects, right? And spending your time there. And that alone, that productivity gain is an insane huge value proposition for you. Think of it this way. Before, let's say I used to charge, right? I used to charge, let's say, for example, for any copywriting, VSL and webinars, all of the stuff, if I have to craft the whole thing, I used to charge like, let's say, about $8,000 to $10,000, and then on top of that, a percentage of the revenue, right? Sometimes it'd be 6 figures or more, right? And not saying that you can do it or not. I'm just saying, now, let's say, for example, same thing. I offer it to somebody where, look, it took me a few hours, so you don't pay me 8,000, pay me less than that, right? Say $1,000 or whatever, and then give me that same percentage of the revenue, because it took me only 3 hours. I could do 10 projects at the same time and end up making more money, right? So this is what AI is allowing us to do. Please understand that. So when we talk about VideoExpress and the application, when we talk about AI video, this is where the future is headed, whether you like it or not. You could argue all day long. Like just back in the day, when IBM used to have computers back in the day, right? They had these big IBM mainframe computers. They were like as big as a room, okay? Then basically you had personal computers come in with Apple and for example, Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, they were creating, right? Microsoft. And then you had the personal computer come in. Then what happened, right? People don't know this part, but when the personal computer switch happened, a lot of people said, hey, look, this stuff, nah, not gonna be the future. We're better off the old way with typewriters and all this other stuff, right? What happened? Those who were the early bird movers of understanding what a personal computer is and stuff like that ended up making an absolute killing, because other people were too slow to catch on, right? So that's what I'm trying to get at with VideoExpress. This right here is like the early baby stage, right? And if you're impressed by what you see today, in the next few weeks and few months, because AI is moving so quick, like right now, what we have is there's something called Moore's Law, right? Moore's Law, what it says is, just not to complicate too much, but what it says, every 2 years, something will double, right? So that will be, your computers will be twice as faster. Your computer chips or semiconductor chips to power your phones and stuff will be twice as faster. Your phones will have twice the amount of memory, whatever, right? What you're seeing in the AI space is 6 months, right? Isn't that ridiculous? Like in 6 months, like what you see today, in 6 months is going to be at least double as good, right? Maybe even quadruple, right? That's how much innovation is happening. The only way you're going to keep up with it, because I know it's so overwhelming sometimes, is have somebody like me who's actually in the trenches and working on this stuff day in and day out, explaining to you, this is what you focus on. Don't sway away from other stuff. This is what matters, right? Like if you see in the last year, okay, 1 year almost, we've only released 2 projects almost in the last, 8-9 months. One was Artistly, which was the text to image application. And then one was VideoExpress, right? And then before that, we did the AI chatbot, right? Talking chatbot, whether it's human bot. But that's it. So we didn't go in and say, oh, AI this, something cool, right? Or AI robots that can do this for you. No. This is what is practical. This is what's going to work. This is what we're using in our business every day, right? This is what we're trying out every day and seeing results. Some work, some don't work, and we're experimenting and getting to you. Like stuff like automatic captions, right? You see that feature, that automatic captions feature. Like, let me highlight this one right here. This was born by the fact that we were using it in our own videos, and we were like, oh, we need captions to have automatically set up word by word in some cases, and also sync with when the voice is being spoken. And on top of that, what you need is jump cuts, right? Where the cuts are unique, like every few seconds you're having the excitement there, right? Same thing we did with fast cuts for that matter, right? So that way what happens is you have the flexibility here. You have the flexibility to be able to do what you want to do, not basically what you're forced to do with what is available out there. Does that make sense? So hope that is clear. Okay. All right. So now the next thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to answer some questions here right now, and then I'm going to walk through some key components of how to create videos with the app and what are the other features and bonuses and stuff like that as well. Okay. And by the way, the other thing that I want to mention here is, can I have a VideoExpress hoodie? Okay, I'm going to do a giveaway on this one. So maybe I have one hoodie I'm going to give away today. So pay attention. post in the chat box. Let me know any questions and stuff, and I'll announce them in right now for you folks. Okay. All right. So the other thing that I wanted to mention here, real quick, I'm seeing some questions on this stuff, is that this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're giving us the fish in the fishing pole, the best place to fish. Exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Because see, it's like this, right? Everybody can maybe create a video, right? Everybody can maybe even create some content, but how do you put the whole thing together, right? That's why I did this course. I gave it away for free to everybody because of that reason. Because once you understand customer psychology and how to think, right, then everything will fall into place where it comes automatic, right? Like I can create videos like this in about a few minutes, right? And I can do it, this particular case for a supplement company. I've done it for makeup brands, I've done it for different industries, right? So what I'm saying is that when you understand the customer psychology and what are some elements to put, then your script writing process, especially with AI right now, becomes a piece of cake. You can use free chat GPT account. You don't even need to pay for it, or use any of our tools if you want. We also have our own text writer tool, which writes AI text for you. Up to you. You got choices. But the point is, with free tools, if you have the plan and the strategy in place, it becomes a piece of cake. And that's what I'm going to be training you on as well, right? So here I talked about AI copywriting for like sales pages and stuff like that. I have a special training that I'm going to be doing for end-to-end video creation that's coming up soon. Probably end of this week. I have it already mapped out where, okay, if I create this video step by step, how did I create it? Like, or any one of these other videos, like this one right here. So let's say, for example, this is the other one that I have, right? This one right here, whatever. The point is, how does the thought process go in line with creating in a few minutes, right? Because the point I'm noticing, and I'm seeing a lot of you folks as well, is we get scared in where to begin, right? Does that make sense? Like, we see a blank, like this is what happens. Like, watch this. This is where everybody ends up, right? You have this blank screen. Sounds cool. Yeah, sure. But then people get stuck exactly at this blank screen. Where do I begin, right? This is the reason why we're having that public gallery, right? In the public gallery, it's going to have all the AI videos people are doing, like best stuff, right? They share with you and stuff. So you go in here, the community is going to say, these are all the stuff. You want to redesign? Well, look, redesign, boom. Now you have the prompt that they used, the category that they used, right? If they have negative prompts, what did they use, right? So this kind of stuff will simplify the creative stuff, but the fundamentals will always apply, which is the copywriting and some of these frameworks that are out there, right? That which I'm giving you for free. You don't have to opt in, you don't have to wait for it. All the entire course is right here, okay? I could charge easily a lot of money for it, but I don't, it's not my interest to charge you money for stuff that I'd rather give away for free, right? I mean, I might as well. So you learn and you can elevate your skill set, right? Your skill set will always serve you, right? Now, I talk about this again. I don't want to brag or anything on this stuff, but I just want to be very clear on this front, right? So how someone succeeds, right? And I've seen it over the last decade or so, and that too consistently, right? Like I'm one of the very few people, right, in this planet, if you will, where for the last 15 years, I've been doing the exact same thing and basically being able to grow my brand and business in a consistent basis, right? And that kind of longevity and consistency only comes, right, because of only two reasons, okay? And that's what I'm going to impart upon you. Reason number one is, yeah, you're up to date with the latest trends and all that kind of stuff. That's fine. But reason number two is to focus on this aspect, right, which is skill set, right? See, what happens is when you build a skill set, right, like copywriting skill set or script writing skill set, which AI simplifies for you, right? When you focus on that, it's just a matter of time, right? You just wait for the opportunity to come. And then when that opportunity comes, you know exactly what to do to benefit from it, right? And that's what we teach. That's what we talk about, okay? That's what we basically implement. And that's what we are planning on as well down the line, okay? Hope that is clear, okay? Now, and so just make sure you bookmark it, okay? I'll leave the link up one more time for this course. If you haven't watched it, definitely you watch it. You don't have to watch the whole thing. So say it's like this. You don't have to watch the whole thing if you don't want to, but definitely watch stuff that matters to you, okay? So for example, how do I become better at human psychology and persuasion? Maybe that's something you lack. Like, for example, you're trying to create a video, or let's say you're trying to create an image, or maybe even some articles that you're writing, or maybe social media posts you're making, and you're unable to persuade people to like something, share something, click on a link or something. That's a persuasion issue. That has nothing to do with how great your video is, your image is, your photo is. a good a person, like how good of a person you are, nothing to do with it, right? The world is the way it is, right? I didn't invent the rules. The rules are people will buy something that they will find it somebody to persuade them to take action on, right? It's just the way it is. And there's some principles for that, okay? And I'm really good at this stuff because I've, over the last 15 years, mastered what's known as neuro linguistic programming, or NLP, right? I've also mastered persuasion, where I've read hundreds of books and stuff like that I've channeled behind. Like, I've forgotten more than what your average guru even learned, right? That's how much I've delved into it. And I put all of them into it with example prompts, right? You see here, module, you're going to prompts, right? See this? I've given it for table booking. What are some things you got to focus on? I've given you specific prompts for every single one of them, so that, let's say, for example, you want to do the novel approach with the state of the art. Like, how do you compare your product to the other one? This is what I did. You can paste this into your Chat GPT, free software, or whatever app, doesn't really matter. And then it's going to give you the exact markets to go after and stuff. I put placeholders in there as well in specific industries and stuff. Spend a lot of time for you. Look at this. This is like 13 pages alone in just this one section. So this is what I'm trying to explain to you, okay? This will allow you to think so that everything becomes automatic to you as the technology becomes better and better, okay? That's why when I think about technologies and stuff, I'm not thinking about, oh, my video has to look beautiful, which it will with AI, not a problem, or my photos or whatever. What I'm really looking at it is, if I have to generate something that, even if it's 30 seconds, a minute long or whatever, people should feel it is worth their time and money to have just watched it and actually pay attention to it and pay you money for it, okay? There's a saying, okay, is that if you're ever running any advertising or marketing, make it itself valuable, okay? So for example, right, let's say somebody sent you a mail, right, in your mailbox, right? Oftentimes you take the mail and you just throw it in the garbage, right? Okay, that's fine. Oftentimes the difference is, when you pick up the mail, you see, oh, whoa, this looks valuable, I want to just check it out once, right? When you say that, you won, right? And similarly online, we have 1 second to make that decision for somebody, right? Somebody will check it in 1 second and make that call. Okay, is this worth it or not for me, right? And that's what we talk about in this course, okay? You can do it for free. Again, nothing to buy. You can bookmark it, check it later. You can reference it back again. I will never charge any money for this one. But learn from this stuff and apply it into VideoExpress and other stuff, okay? That's what I meant by giveaway, right? Come in, you get at least something out of this. You get this whole course. Even if you decide to not get VideoExpress, it's totally fine. I recommend you get it, but it's fine, right? That way it'll help you understand, okay, if I'm putting subtitles and captions, what do I do? Stuff like that, okay? Now, the other thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to give away one of these hoodies, okay, in just a bit, okay? So pay close attention. This is another question. So is there a list of prompts available anywhere to help create better? So the copywriting course is specific to copywriting, advertising, and marketing stuff. If you want to specifically create the videos, we are going to be giving the public gallery, including what I create, will all be there. So what the other users are using, and including the public gallery, all of those folks, whatever they are creating, you can now basically learn from that. Is that cool or what? Okay, now let me actually which I'm going to mention as well, is that I'm seeing some questions. Okay, this is a good one. I've given automatic caption sets. I'm quite happy with it, but CapCut is ahead of that one. Why? Let me know. I'm going to make it better than that, okay? Because we have a full-time developer team, right? We have dozens of developers and team and stuff. Let me know what can we do to make it better than CapCut, right? Dan, like, let me know. Well, I would love to know, because for me personally, it's about, like, we've built the foundation, which is really strong. We'll only make it better and better with your feedback, right? So what I'll let you do, Dan, is I'll hook you up with somebody from my team. They'll message you soon. I'll actually, maybe even me. And then we'll ask, okay, what do you want? And then you can put it up in the roadmap as well, okay? Because we want to make it better than CapCut. You should not ever say, well, I have this with Subtitle application. It's awesome, but I would love to, I still use CapCut. No. That's not what we want to do, right? So definitely, if anything is missing on this one, let me know. We're going to add it in, definitely. Because personally, for me, I've used CapCut and some of these tools out there. And because of the fact that I couldn't do some things I could do manually or pay a lot of money for, we put some features in here. Check this out. So if you go here right now, I'll show you what I mean by that, Dan, all right? So check this out. Here, we have word by word, standard, and all that kind of good stuff. You can change the font size. You can put it in the middle, center, all that. And you get this for free, folks, okay? So folks, if you go in here, and you get the free trial, which is ending soon, you're gonna get this with Subtitle app instantly. You get VideoExpress in that link, and you're gonna get instant access to this. Okay, does that make sense? So anyway, so what we did here, which CapCut and other tools don't have, and again, that's why I'm curious, what would you like more? Anyway, check this out. We go in the inline editor. What we have is you can put a countdown timer, right? So you put a countdown timer like so wherever you want. You can do that if you want. You could also put a progress bar like so. Like you can even decide what to do for the progress. Like select the icon. You want to upload your own icon, you can do that. Like I want it to be, let's say this, right? Like this airplane or whatever. That could be the progress bar. So then when I get out of the inline editors, look at that progress bar, it remains. So we've done all the stuff which no other application has. But if something is there that I'm missing, let me know. Okay, I'm very curious, because for me personally, I'm in the stage of my life where it's not about the money anymore, right? It's about actually giving as much value and trying to be the best at creating something really, really extraordinary, right? That you'll love using as well, long term, not just now, but the future, right? Okay, now, yeah, exactly, Cherry, right? Worth it for progress my timer alone, right? But you get it for free too. It's even worth it more. Okay. Subhash was asking, how do we get this? So all you have to do is you see that link, videoexpress.ai/go. Go there, try it out for 7 days if you want, or you want to get the one-time payment option, you do so. You get 30 days, no question on money back guarantee either way. No hard feelings either way. And the other thing is that when you get that, immediately you'll get 2 logins, okay? One is for the VideoExpress application, like so here. And then the other one is going to be the with Subtitle application. You're going to get 2. So 2 for the price of 1 kind of thing, okay? So that's the other one, okay? Now, the other point is another question is, yeah, languages stuff. With Subtitle is very good even in Danish, absolutely. So what we did is we did multilingual support. And you also have the ability, which is really cool. I love showing this stuff. It's so awesome. You have edit transcription button. When you do this, if your translation was not perfect, because what we do is we do speech to text behind the scenes. If it's not perfect, you can change a few things. If it's not perfectly aligned, do the millisecond, you can make changes. Like I want this word to appear in this millisecond. Like you want to do that, you can do that. You can make adjustments on exactly how to display based on these timings here, right? You have that millisecond one, which again, coming back to CapCut, even their pro version, which is a monthly fee, doesn't have this feature where you can do line by line, right? Because I've used all the tools out there. That's why I was frustrated and I built it myself to do this, right? So that's the other one, right? Shirley, when will the gallery be available? 24 hours from now. Okay, we're doing some final updates to it. The main updates being, Shirley, what we're doing is the reuse feature. We're just testing it across all categories. So right now, how it will appear for you in the gallery section is that if you go into any of the videos that you see, you can redesign that. So meaning you can reuse that, right? And you can, the same ambience, let's say, for example, like you like the background for this one, styling for this one and all that, you can reuse it and stuff like that. That's what we're working on. We're doing a final touch. It'll be up in 24 hours because of that reason. And the other thing as well, it saves the exact prompts, the categories and stuff as well. So that's the other thing we're testing if it is working across all categories. All right. So hope that answered your question. Okay. Now, the other question as well, and really appreciate all these comments, by the way. Okay. Yeah, multilingual support is great for children whose first language is not English. 100%. Like if you go into with Subtitle application, check this out. Okay. What we did here, translate the subtitles into another language. Like you want the subs to be in Spanish, you can do that. Okay. Let's do that actually. Spanish. And you do that. And then you do so, it'll be in Spanish. The subs will be converted into Spanish language, basically. Okay. And when you generate it, it's going to be done. So if you go into edit transcription, it will basically translate every single element into Spanish, basically, and then render out the video. So you can do that too. Like you can have an English voiceover, but Spanish voice. Okay. Pretty cool. And since the same team, we're working on a like-for-like integration as well. Okay. As well. So what are the OTOs or one-time upgrades? None. One-time offers, none. So you go into VideoExpress.ai/go. Say, let me just go there right now again. Okay, so where we are live. So VideoExpress.ai/go. You go into the page. Okay, you click on this. You're gonna have 2 options. You're gonna have option number 1, which is 7-day free trial, and then there's 2 payments for $194, slightly more expensive, or $179 one-time price. You get it. That's it, done. No upsells, no downsells, no add-ons, no credits, monthly things to buy, none of that stuff. you'll immediately get to log in and immediately you get access to the Subtitle application. What the plan is that in the future, because you're a founding member, and we appreciate you, in the future, we're going to add these as upsells for other people, but not you. And we've done this actually. So our Human Pal application, which is AI text to video application, it's in version 3.0 right now. Okay. We're doing one more update coming up soon. It might be version 3.5. We've given that for free. Even people purchased 2 years ago, right? 2.5 years ago. Artistly, we did, which is text to photo with the Mid-Journey alternative kind of an app. That one, we did version 2.0. It's going to have a version 3.0 coming up in about 45 to 60 days, which is going to be the best text to image application in the planet. When that update comes, that's going to be free for every single person who got it, right? We're not going to charge it for new people. Yeah, we're going to put that as an upsell and all that kind of stuff because we got to make our money, right? But with you, the goal is, since we're not spending any money on advertising for you, right? We're going to give it at cost, so to speak, right? So we're not going to do any kind of markups and blah, 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 right? So that you get the idea, right? Now, the other question that came in is basically, which is a good question, is that, can we keep some of them private? Was that for the thing? Yes, 100%. So you see, you first of all, share this to public gallery. You can uncheck it. So then automatically it's not going to go directly to public gallery. That's number one. The second thing is, even if it is in a public gallery in the future, it is somewhere, right? Like, let's say it's in my in this folder. You can right click and say, share. It's shared to the public gallery like so. And you don't want to make it private. It's in private now. Basically, it's not going to show up in the public galleries. We are doing some internal testing. That's why it's not released yet, but it's going to be up in 24 hours. So I'm doing some final touches. I'm making tutorials for it so you folks can understand how it works, some features in there and all that. And then it'll be up. Okay, pretty awesome. It's super powerful, right? Anyway, this is a good question. Tom, can you give me examples of what I can create that I can sell? Who is the business that I can sell to? So good question. So think of it like this, Tom. Okay. So I've created 2 examples, and this is what I did complete tutorials on. What we have to understand, Tom, is very simple. Okay, let's look at it like this. I'll simplify this even further for you so you understand. All right, cool. Let me do this right now. Okay, so right now, Tom, if I write this down here, okay, right now, almost 85%, okay, close to 90 of all content consumed online, okay, is video. Okay. Now, if that is the case, which is a fact, okay, that means more and more, right? People are actually consuming content via video format. You see it all the time. People are on TikTok or Instagram Reels or YouTube and stuff like that, right? So 85% of most of the content out there, or if not majority of it, is video. So now, let me ask you a question right now. Okay. So then, don't you agree with me? Every single business out there requires this. Like, imagine if you're an e-commerce business, you can use it to create ads, right? Video ads. You can create videos for social media, right? You can do that too right now. You can even, let's say, for example, for that matter, if you're, let's say, an education business, let's say you're a coach, consultant, author, that kind of thing, right? Convert your content into video, right? Educational videos, right? Like that, children's stories and stuff like that. If you're, let's say, for example, a consultant, right? Or let's say you're an agency, or you're somebody who wants to, grow some other businesses, right? Then you can create videos for them, for social media ads and stuff for other businesses, and charge them money, right? There's different avenues. I'll be teaching you. I have extensive training coming up soon on every one of these aspects, which ones will help you and stuff like that. But the simple point I'm trying to make is, fundamentally, right? If you've ever watched a YouTube video before, if you ever watched a video on Instagram or whatever, right, platform, right, in social media, if you ever went to a sales page or a website and a landing page and you've seen video, well, you can use it for every single one of those use cases, because you can create videos in 3D, realistic style like this one, with real humans and stuff like that, where you can do everything with prompt. You have multiple choices, right? The thing though is, which one do you want to master, right? You want to know, you want to get into e-commerce, then e-commerce will have slightly different setup. That's why I'm giving you this AI copywriting course, because now you can focus on what the purpose of your copy is, right? What is the purpose of your video? Right? Is it to get traffic for your business, your brand or whatever? Is it, for example, to attract new prospects for your business, to generate leads? Is it, for example, to just get more eyeballs to your brand, right? What is the goal? based upon that, you create the copy and then you create the video based upon that, right? Simple. That's the basic idea, okay? And we have extensive examples on this. Yeah, I love that there are no upgrades. I hate them. Yeah, I get you, Carl. Like, it's just frustrating, right? So yeah, there's nothing for you to buy. Once you go in here, whichever option you get, you log in, done. And here's the other important thing. This also goes towards version 2.0, 3.0, and stuff like that, okay? So that means effectively, if we ever build version 2.0, which we are working on actually right now as we speak, that will be free for you, okay? Version 3.0 will be free for you. The idea is that we don't want you to pay a single penny thereafter. Any updates we make is included as a part of it. We know how to make revenue from other users. Other users, we're going to charge for upsells, add-ons, and stuff like that. We know that already. We've done that in the past. So you as a founding member, while we are live right now, because this launch special is ending right now, the next 24 hours or so from when I'm speaking right now. So it might be even sooner, depending on when you watch this later on, let's say, or whatever. But the point is, yes, it's going to be where you log in, nothing will be asked to be bought. Okay. And again, as I said, we are the #1 platform for AI text to spokesperson video. We are the #1 platform for AI text to image right now, and we're gonna be there. In my opinion, we're #1, but still, I would say there's debate on that because there are some other platforms like Midjourney and stuff on that end. Artistly will beat them very soon, as we are working on more things, like we have AI upscalers and we have other features we added recently, right? It's going to be better. Same thing with AI video. We're going to be the #1 in AI video soon, right? And we're going to put all our efforts into it because we have a full-time team working on it, because at the end of the day, I see the potential of it. I'd rather dedicate my life into this technology in the next decade, so that what happens is that it's going to get better and better with time. And more importantly, I am able to give you the best value possible, okay? In return for that as well, okay? And now another question is, can you load an image and convert it into a video, I think is the question. Yes, so you go in here, Dave, you go into AI videos tab, okay, like so. And then what you do is you go to image to video, okay? Just make sure that the video you're uploading is 16:9, or in other words, a rectangular video, right? Like this, like what you see right here. As long as it's like that, the image, it's going to do a good job creating the video, right? Pretty straightforward. All right. Okay. All right. Now, the other thing I want to do is I'm going to do a quick demo for some of you folks, because some of you folks have missed out on something, and then I'll announce some winners as well. Okay. Everybody ready for the demo? Everybody's ready for the demo? Let me know. I'm going to do some workflow for you folks as well right now. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to announce one other winner for the swag, and then after that, I'll answer some more questions along the way. And then after that, this special will be gone. This is your last chance. I didn't want you to have an excuse where, Paul, I came in, I didn't win anything, or you didn't give me the opportunity to get something for free just for attending. I'm giving you. Every single person gets to try it out for 7 days. Zero risk, zero stress. Try it out for any reason. And here's the thing, right? If you want us like to talk on the phone with somebody from my team, we have that capability. You can do that, right? My support can give you a special link to book a calendar appointment to onboard you, show you how to use the app and that kind of thing if you want to. We have a Skype group, we have WhatsApp group, we have Facebook group where you can interact with other people. We have a whole community, so that we cannot, like, if we have to drag you to the finish line, we're going to do that. Does that make sense? We're going to do it. If you have to drag you to the finish line, we're going to do it. Okay. So let me walk you through some key features, because I know some of you folks might have missed it. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to zoom in and I'm going to show you that stuff. So that way, what I can do is then once you know the features, the bonuses that we have and stuff like that, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back and answer some questions along the way. Cool. All right. So let me share my screen here real quick.
Leonard gnawed at his belly as he searched for familiar scents. Nights were terrifying, filled with strange noises and lurking shadows.
Riku, a tiny wolf pup, tumbled into the rushing river, a cry torn from his throat as his family vanished into the woods. Alone, he faced icy waters, gnawing hunger, and the vast unknown. With each sunrise, Riku's howls pierced the wilderness, a beacon of longing. His dream of reunion fueled him, his paws carrying him across endless terrain. Then, one day, across the vast ocean, a familiar scent brought him to a halt. There, on the distant shore, his parents waited. Riku leaped into the waves, his small heart filled with the courage of 1,000 journeys.
You can even create videos that are surreal, like astronauts in space selling supplements, for example, like this one.
Ready to fuel your mission to the stars? Fast Supplements here, bringing the power of the cosmos right to your doorstep. Crafted for astronauts, perfected for you. Our supplements are designed to boost your energy, enhance your focus, and keep you going, no matter where your adventures take you. With cutting-edge science and the purest ingredients, Fast Supplements are your ally in conquering the day, or the galaxy. Whether you're lifting at the gym, coding the next big app, or just chasing after your dreams, we've got your back.
Now let me show you how easy it is to create videos like this with VideoExpress. Okay, you just paste in your prompt. You can even use our prompt extender to create the prompts from scratch. You use the type of image you want. In this case, I put a human, a supermodel woman with bokeh background, which is kind of a blurred background so that it focuses on the subject. It looks like a professional photo shoot. And I'm going to generate the image preview, which is the first frame of the video you want to create. Okay, there you go. I have the woman here. And then now what I can do is I can reuse the same character that you see, that by checking that reuse the same character option. So that what it'll do is it'll reuse the same face of the person throughout the entire video process, and then that way you can create consistent character videos, meaning it looks the same, the color theme looks the same. So now I'm going to put beautiful female model dancing right now, as you can see, and then generate another image frame preview. So it'll generate the first frame within just a few seconds. Literally, it should take 5 to 7 seconds or less, and then the video will look like how it'll start, right? And then you reuse the same character, and then now you can literally start having her do dancing, yoga, or whatever you want, right? And then the videos will be created as a scene, so like a Hollywood movie, right? Now here it's her yoga. So then each scene will have congruence, and they'll all come one after each other in a nice, beautiful Hollywood style fashion, if you will, right? And now in this case, I'm going to do a perfume ad. Let's say I'm holding a vintage perfume in her hands. I just add that in. There we go. So now we've added that in as well, as you can see here. And now you can create a nice, beautiful scene by scene movie, right? We are the only application in the market which can create scenes up to 7 seconds long. There's no other application in the market right now which can create a scene more than 3 seconds long in the market right now. So an AI video for one scene, which is about 3 seconds or 2 seconds, what others do, we can do up to 7 seconds long. The only application in the market, which is ridiculous. If you drag and drop this into the timeline, like you see, it's gonna be beautifully laid out one by one. You can add transitions, text effects, and all that kind of good stuff. But we have a full-fledged timeline editor like what you see right now, and then I could use the elements that you see to the right. For example, I could use by importing text to speech. I could add filters, zoom and pan effects. Let's add some text to speech right now. Let me do that. Let's basically choose a voice. For example, for this one right here, I want to use Sarah, which is an emotional voice. I can put excited voice. I can put all kind of cool things. And then I'll just adjust the speech slightly because I want it to be very exciting tone, if you will. And then after that, you just put your script in, and you just copy and paste that script in and just import speech, and it's going to in a few seconds generate the entire text to speech, realistic, lifelike audio, right? The voice look as realistic as possible. And then as you can see here, we can add them into the timeline. Now this timeline based editor is revolutionary because you could add background music, you can reduce the volume of the background music a little bit, you could for example add your own logos, you could add watermarks, you could even use the fast cuts effect like what I'm showing you right now, where you can click on that one and select which track you want to add a fast cut animation effect. In this case, track number 2 is where the video is, right, with this girl here, or woman. And then once you select that, automatically between each scene transitions will occur, right? And we're adding more and more of these transitions. These are really powerful for social media platforms, right, to get more traffic, leads, and sales. Now here you go. This is how the video will look like now when you add captions as well. So I'll talk about the captions technology. We have the world's best AI captions technology in the planet, which will actually sync, like what I'm showing you right now. It will sync to the voice. As the voice is spoken, the actual letters and the words are highlighted. And we also have word by word. We have actually ones where you can do sentences. There's different ways to go about it. It's the world's best AI captions technology. So you don't have to use multiple tools to bring it all together, basically. Now, let's talk about another one. Like let's say an astronaut video, the one I showed you earlier. Let's say astronaut gracefully surfing on the waves. You don't have to put any negative prompts or anything. Let's just if you want to extend the prompt, you can extend the prompt like so. You can even delete the negative prompts because our technology is so good that you don't even need to add a prompt, negative prompt and all that. Just click generate image preview like so, boom. Now you got a perfect astronaut who's surfing, right? So this is a surreal image, right? And then when you click on create video, it'll use this first frame to generate the video. So what we create is the frame first and then the video next, right? And then once, as you can see here, you can do this. And then after you've done that, as you can see here, this is how the video will look like after you put the scenes together. So incredible because it looks so cinematic. It looks like somebody spent weeks to create. You have the character also doing certain actions and stuff. And that way, what's going to happen is once you put it all together, you can even say, for example, use 2D, 3D, and that sort of thing. So for example, if I have 3D, we have subcategories between them, and we're adding more and more based on what you're creating right now and making it better. So you don't even have to do much here. It's 3D Pixar style animated cartoon mouse surfing the winds. That's it. And there we go. We have the cartoon mouse created. And then you just click on generate video here, and it's going to create a beautiful scene like this, right? And then, of course, we have other technologies where you can now increase the length of the video scene that is being created. Now, you can create videos however long you want. You can create a 2-minute video, 3-minute video, 5-minute video, that sort of thing. And you can do object removal, you can add objects and some cool things like that using our video in painting technology, video object removal technology, and of course our really cool motion brush technologies as well. You can add text effects like what I'm showing you right now, and of course you could layer it with watermarks and also fade in, fade out audios, titles. You can do zoom and pan effects. You can resize the video to vertical video from landscape for most mobile phones. We also have a public gallery where you can see what other creations other users are using, and then you can replicate that and basically learn from the process and do a really good job of trying to get the same lighting, ambient, stylistic elements of it. So let's say you want it in a 3D style, 2D anime style. You want to do it, let's say, for example, in a surrealistic cyberpunk or neon style, or you want to use it realistic. Let's say you want to do it for an e-commerce site. You can do it for whatever you want to use it for. That's the beauty of our AI video. It's not stock footage. It's nothing to do with what you've seen in the past. It actually generates the videos using AI, and it could be, let's say, a teddy bear swimming, let's say in Mars. You can do all this stuff which is impossible with stock video, right? And this is the future, and that you get your hands on right now. We even have a face swap feature where, for example, you're using consistent character, you're creating your scenes, you can put your face. Like here in this case, I put my own photo in there and a face swap and it became part of the video. So the video frames will have me now instead of some other generic model as well. You can do that for your clients' projects, you can do it on your own. And the beauty here is that it works perfectly well because of the fact that I can add things here. Holding a shampoo bottle. Let's say you want me to hold a shampoo bottle right now, and then I can create that first frame preview one more time. Once I'm doing that, reuse that same character, have that face swap on. So now basically I could be there when I click on that generate image preview. I can basically now be in that particular frame, and then obviously in that video as well that's generated. So everything I just showed you, yes, you can actually create yourself, put yourself into the videos that you create with AI. Isn't that extraordinary? And here's the best part. You see that little option that you see there? Yeah, there you go. My photo is not that perfect. Actually, if I put my LinkedIn photo or something, it would be even better, but still pretty solid, right? And now if you go in there, so where it says video has forward facing person, so in where you have face swap and your person is watching straight up like what I'm doing right now with you, then you can add that option called video as forward facing person. What this will do is it will remove any blemishes, any slight pixelation or quality loss that can occur because the real human face, a lot of frames are being taken, a lot of resources are being consumed, and we want to make sure it's perfect, right? The teeth, the nose, the eyes, and all that. So you click that little checkbox which says video as forward facing person, and boom, you will get a perfect output when your video is created. Pretty cool, right? Now check this out. That's just the start. You can convert a video into a vertical video like what you see here right now. You can also do some other cool things where, for instance, we have the media library where you can upload your own voiceovers, not just text to speech. Let's say you can upload your own background music scores. You can upload even your own images that you got from other applications of ours like Artistly and some of the other applications out there. You can go to import media, and then you can even do your screen recording, voice recording, and webcam as well if you want to add, like what I'm doing right now. And then also what you could do is you go to media library and you can also, for instance, upload any other videos you want to add to a timeline. You could do that as well. And of course, you can even use the AI videos, and you can do image to video here so that you can upload your images with Artistly and some other text to image generator applications. Just make sure that the images are landscape so that comes out great. We also have video in painting and image in painting. So image frame can be converted into a video where you can change elements, like you want to change the sun, the stars, whatever. And you also have the special effects filter where you can add in rainfall, snow, and things like that as well. We have extensive tutorials on every one of these things, so just extraordinary. The point though is that once the video is created, you have all these things working in line to assist you to go every step of the way. We have undo, redo buttons, everything figured out already. It's all ready to go, ready to rock, ready to rumble right out of the gate. You got filters like what you see here. We have automated caption, which I'll get to in just a bit. But the idea here is that you have everything in one place, including text animations, watermarking, and other cool things like outros, intros, and other cool things like what you see here. Now, what makes this extraordinarily powerful is the flexibility and the ability for you to actually create full-length, full-fledged videos. You want to create a video 2 minutes long, 3 minutes long, 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long, or just a shorts, right? A vertical shorts with captions and subtitles and all that kind of stuff. Then all you got to do is just click on the automated captions option and you're good to go. So really, it's the most robust application, the most flexible application, and the most easiest to use application as well in the planet to get you to use AI to create video. Now, as you know, we've been the pioneers of actually text to AI spokesperson videos, right? And that's the #1 platform in the planet. We've been the pioneers of text to image generation, and now we will be the pioneers of text prompt to video creation. And this is only 10% as good as where I want it to be. As technology improves, you'll be getting version 2.0 for free, version 3.0 free, whatever, just without one-time payment that you can put in to get lifetime access to this great technology. And you'll be in the forefront of technology because this is the future, right? We're basically replacing all the stock footage and all that kind of other stuff with more flexible ability to really do cool things like this astronaut one, for example, right? Just incredible what you can achieve with it right out of the gate, right? So as you can imagine, right? So check this out. You can do this stuff with just a few clicks. Would you believe that? Like with stock footage and anything, you couldn't even do stuff like this before in the past, right? This is what makes it powerful. You can create surreal videos, 3D, animated, 2D, all kinds of good stuff, right? Now, the beauty is for all this, you also have to add captions. We have a full-fledged AI caption generator, including ability to add basically countdown timers, progress bars, and all this stuff for your videos. And that we're including that as a bonus if you get in today. And that allows you to basically put even not just videos from VideoExpress, but also other videos as well in there. So I'll talk about the bonuses as well that I have for you if you get in today, because we're running a very limited time special deal for founders like yourself to early bird users, where you'll get all the updates for free. You're not going to have to pay any upsells, any add-ons, anything extra. Everything will be included in one place. You get it. You're going to get basically instant access to it. And also, if you go to this link right now that I have for you right now, if you go to this link right now, which is videoexpress.ai/go, or click on a link or something like that you'll see right below, you will basically be able to get access to VideoExpress for a low one-time payment of just $179. No upsells, no downsells, no add-ons, everything all inclusive, right? Any updates we make will be free for you. And also for a limited time, you can also test drive it for 7 full days. So you get a 7-day free trial to test drive it. And thereafter, there's 2 payments of $97 each for a total of $194. After that, you'll never be billed again. And it's all inclusive thereafter. It's slightly more expensive, about $15, but that's a good way for you to test drive. You can cancel it anytime. And also you get a 30-day, no questions asked money back guarantee as well. So that for any reason, no reason at all, you decide to leave, hey, no hard feelings. It's on me, it's on us, right? Try it out for yourself, and the improvements we're making, the additions we're making, the features we're adding in, the extensive roadmap that we have already mapped out, it's gonna just be the best AI prompt to video maker application in the world. Okay, some exciting things are coming up that I'm not even going to mention right now because we're still doing some research in there. So definitely go in, check it out. You'll be blown away by what you see, because this is the future, as you can imagine. Now, right below, if you get in right now as well, whether you get the free trial 7-day option or the $179 option, you're going to get some bonuses. So with the $179 option, by the way, you're going to have the ability to use PayPal credit option. So this is where if you're in the United States, US, or the UK. In the United States, it's 6 full months, no payments, no interest if you use checkout and use PayPal. You'll see an option where it's going to say pay with your PayPal balance, pay with your credit card or debit card, or use PayPal credit option if you're in the United States or United Kingdom. And if you're in the United Kingdom, it's 3 months, no payments, no interest. In the US, it's about 6 months, no payments, no interest. So definitely check it out. The minimum order value has to be more than $100. So it works for that $179, not for the free trial. But definitely that's available for you. We have other payment options as well available. Now, there's some other bonuses as well available. So the first bonus, you're going to be getting access to our full-fledged with Subtitle app application, which is a captions technology. We wanted to make it not just integrated into the VideoExpress application, but also be able to add captions, subtitles, and animated elements and stuff for any video that you upload, including video resizing and all that kind of good stuff. Let me show you how this looks like, because you're going to get full unlimited access to this one. No upsells, no add-ons. It's basically 2 for the price of 1 you're getting, because captions and subtitles are so critical for your videos now, especially with how everything is moving into mobile and all that kind of stuff, where people are on the train or on the bus or they're traveling. They want to see videos on the go. They want captions, right? So this will allow you to do that. We have a full-fledged AI tool that will allow you to do that. Let me show you. So this is how the app looks like. You just go in and you select and upload a media file. This could be even videos that you create with VideoExpress. With VideoExpress, we have a direct integration. So where basically the videos you create, right, the full-fledged videos that you create with VideoExpress, because you're going to be getting both of them as part of one, they're going to match the media gallery. So that means when you create a video in VideoExpress, they'll also appear automatically in with Subtitle. You don't have to manually download and upload here, okay? But we have also given you the ability to upload files from your own computer and add subtitles to them and captions. There you go. You see this right here. We have this video without captions right now, as you can see, of this beautiful perfume ad, let's say. Now, what you have to do, just go to next, and then you decide what audio you want. Let's say, for example, do you want the original audio to be in English and the actual captions and subtitles to be in Spanish, for example? You could do that. Or do you want the original audio, which was Spanish, to also have English subtitles? You can do that too here by checking. There's also 2 voices mode, where if you have 2 people talking, voice 1, voice 2, we can do that as well. It's kind of complex, but we have thought through all this stuff. Okay, then go next. Here's where the resizing comes. See, so you can resize a video from landscape to portrait video. You can even do 1 by 1, which is the Instagram square videos, right? Timeline videos, and different resizing as well. In one click you can do that, and then you go next here, and then you can just add the subtitles, where you see this right here. You can do subtitles word by word, where each word keeps coming one after the other. You can do animated, standard, like let's say for example, and any changes I make will be active. So right now I have center position and center align, right? So if I want it to be bottom, there you go, went to the bottom. It's just that easy. You can change the color tones, everything, right? And then click next. And here we have an inline video editor, where what you could do is, like, you could add things like progress bar. So let's say if I go in and I want to create a progress bar, click on it. I want it to be in the top, let's say, right? And you select what type of progress do you want. So let's say, for example, you want an airplane, a pickup truck, or whatever. All right, let's say pickup truck for the fun of it, select. And there we go. So this is a progress bar that's going to happen just on the top of the video. You can do the same with countdown timers. You can even add, let's say, for example, a countdown timer. You see this option right here, and then click on countdown. Boom. This is all there to get more people to pay attention to video, complete your video and stuff like that, right? So you have that option too. Now, when you just go out of the inline video editor, boom, it just adds that countdown, as you can see here, the option right here, as you can see, and you can make changes and stuff like that. You have the progress bar on the top. You want it in the bottom now, again, same thing. Go to the progress bar here again, just select it to be in the bottom. Boom, it's in the bottom now. Awesome, right? So there we go. And then we can do here, and the progress bar will show up. And then you can do that too. Up to you. You have flexibility to play around with it however you want to do it. Now, let's say because the progress bar is in the bottom, I want to change back the subs to be in the center. There we go. We do that right now. So then it'll look beautiful. You have a progress bar in the bottom, and then the subs here, captions here. You click next. You can add background music if you want to. And then here is where you can click on the edit transcription. And then here you can edit it based upon on a second-to-second basis, because although our transcription and the captions are perfect, 99% of the time. 1% of the time, maybe you want to change a few things where it's not syncing as perfectly as you wanted it to because the animation is too fast or whatever. You can move things around based on these milliseconds and to the second so that it'll be perfect sync right here. So good, right? And this alone is very, very expensive of a feature for us to add, but we wanted to give you as much value as possible, right? So this is the bonus. So it's a full-fledged application and it actually is usable. It's not some 100 different bonuses, but they're of no use to you, right? And the other bonus is the ability to increase the video scene length to up to 7 seconds. I just want to be clear. You can create videos up to 5 minutes long, for example, if you want to. The idea here is that when you give a prompt, one scene, right, is about 3 seconds long right now, not just with us, but other applications out there which do AI video right now, about 3 seconds or so. You can double that and do up to 7 seconds. Right now in the market, there's no application that is available which can do this. We are the only ones. It's revolutionary, actually, if you think about it. So what that happens is like you have a scene that could be up to 7 seconds long, and then you can put them together and create a very long length video if you want to as well, and they'll be perfectly transitioned. This is a special bonus because it takes us 3 times the amount of server resources to do that, and these AI servers are really expensive from NVIDIA. So right now we're spending more than $50,000 a month just on these AI servers, which is ridiculous if you think about it. But that's the infrastructure you need to build technologies like this, you know. So this is another bonus you're going to get access to, so that you can create videos that are really, really long in length. And on top of that, if that wasn't enough as well, you also have the voice to video feature where you're going to have the ability to basically command through voice what type of video to create, basically the image frame and then the video as well. So basically you can then do it on the go if you want videos, right? We recommend to still use your laptop and stuff, but the idea is it speeds up the workflow. But this bonus will also be in your account in the next day or a couple of days or so, depending on when you're watching this. The main idea here, okay, is that you want to make sure, okay, it's very important. You want to make sure that you use the application first to generate videos with just simple text prompts, and then voice will make it even more easier because you know how to use it, right? And then the most important bonus easily is the interactive create with you live training workshops, where I'm going to work alongside you and live, and I'm going to take your feedbacks, feature suggestions and stuff like that, and keep adding elements in. I'll give you an example how this works, okay? So recently, one of our users on a training event just said, look, I want better quality voices that will be in there. So we just added just a couple of days ago this really awesome voice. If you go into import media right now in the application, click on text to speech, and then here, if you go in there, we've added some new voices, like let's say, for example, Zeta here, right? These are really, really high quality voices, okay? They sound human-like, and like this one is Zeta. We have added some other ones as well. So these are getting added in, and that way you'll get a perfect output every single time, and they look human-like, okay? And this was a feedback that came in. I saw that in the live stream. I collaboratively worked with our users, and then I got that added in a couple of days. That's the beauty of having things move quickly and help you having a piece in the development process, right? So that way you have something quickly done, and then you can use these voices right out of the gate. Gives you a competitive advantage as well. Now the other thing as well with this interactive creative, working with you training, is that you can now hop on, give your feature suggestions. You want some questions answered, I'll go in the application and show you exactly how to do it. And more importantly, if we don't have that feature already, I'll put it in the priority list, and then that will be the #1 feature that will get added as soon as possible if you don't already have it, the best settings and stuff like that. And this is along the lines of our successful prompts and projects. This will be where all the best projects that users are creating, we are creating, and all that kind of stuff, will show you exactly how to replicate it, exactly how to use those projects, and more importantly, we'll show you exactly how you can utilize these projects so that you can quickly create videos as soon as possible. Because right now in the application, if you go in here, you can open projects right now like this, which was already created. Just click on it and open it up right now like so, and it'll open up any project that you have. You can create a new project, you can save a project as and create another variation of it. You made some small changes, you can do all that, right? So you're going to be seeing these successful projects as well that you can replicate right out of the gate. These are all very critical bonuses. Some of the stuff that we have coming in for the next 2 years, I've already mapped out all the features that I want in this. It's only going to get better and better. It's going to be 10 times better than it is today for sure over the next coming months and year or so. You're going to get all those updates for free as a founding member. No need to buy extra for version 2.0. No maintenance packages to get new updates. None of that mumbo jumbo stuff. Our goal here is to recoup our development costs and also our costs for the AI servers and stuff like that. And we're literally selling it at cost to you because of the fact that we spent so much money on developing it for the last year, and you get to be in the basically the early stages of something revolutionary here, okay? And as I mentioned before, this is the future, right? AI will help you create videos and simplify the process. And you want to jump in on this now while it's taking off, then you will actually have a piece in the future too, right? Of where things are headed. So here's how you order. So you go to VideoExpress.is/go, or the button, whatever you go, you click on the instant access button. You're going to get two choices, the split pay option or the full pay option. Full pay option is going to be $15 discount. It's a $179 one-time payment for lifetime access. Or you can use the 7-day free trial for the split pay option as well. So if you click on that right now, as you can see here, you're going to go to the checkout page. We have different payment options here: PayPal, credit card, crypto, Google Pay, and also Apple Pay we accept. Now, if you scroll down here real quick, as you can see here, you're going to be billed nothing today, just $0 right now. And you can change your currencies here as you desire. Let's say whatever currency you desire to do. Let's say, for example, right? And then it's $0 here, as you can see here, for 7 days. You can cancel it anytime. Hey, no worries, no hard feelings. Use it up. Every video you create costs money. Every video you caption how to create subtitles costs us money, but no hard feelings there. We want to give it to you right now at this really test drive option to see for yourself if it's worth it. Now, I just want to mention something here real quick, okay? There's no other application when it comes to the features that we have right now. We have video object removal, we have in painting, motion brush, we have the ability to merge all your videos together, create really awesome videos. We have text to speech, which is lifelike. We have the ability for you to record your screen, add other videos in, other images in, and all this other good stuff, right? The only other application which would even come close to this kind of technology, I wouldn't even call it the same, but even comes close to this, is this application called Runway ML. And if you go into Runway ML's website here and they go to their pricing, right? This is right now they can generate the same stuff in terms of the 2 or 3 seconds that I told you and stuff like that. And right now, if you see their website, this is the only competition, and these people have raised hundreds of millions of dollars, right, in venture capital. And I'm actually putting my own money on the line here. So this is the corporations we're competing with, and that's why we need your help in making it as great as possible, right? And so if you see the pricing of this one, it's $35 a month to start off with. Right here, as you can see, it says 2,250 credits per month, and that's right. Say Gen 2 is where their tech AI prompt to video technology is. It says 450 seconds per month is allowed. Okay, so now let's just do that math right here. So it's about 450 seconds, right? So 450 seconds divided by 60 seconds per minute equals $7.50 per let's say, for example, per month, right? 7.5 minutes that you can generate a video. So 35 divided by 7.5 is $4.60 per minute of AI prompt to video that you can generate with this. That's how expensive this technology. I can't blame them because the servers are so expensive for this stuff. I know it because I'm dealing with it, right? Now, as you can see, they also have a $95 per month plan, and that one, it says unlimited, but you'll see this right here. It's basically saying relaxed rate. Okay, what that means is your video could take, let's say, for example, an hour to create, 2 hours, 5 hours, depending on usage, right? How many people are there? With us, you can generate your AI clips and your AI scenes in literally 40 seconds to maybe 65 seconds. Your image preview in 5 seconds, right? That's speed. And that's something nobody else offers for any price right now. That's what makes it so powerful, right? We've done the very best we could. This is an awesome application. It'll become our flagship application. You saw already with HumanPal, it's version 3.0. Everybody got all the other versions for free. It's a flagship AI spokesperson app. You saw with Artistly, it's version 2.0. We gave it for free. In about 45 days or so, it's version 3.0 of Artistly will come, which will make it the best. Yes, the very best text-to-image application, even better than Midjourney, DALL-E 3, and all the other ones out there. And it's going to be on par, or if not even better than those as well. And those folks who got in as a founding special for Artistly and HumanPal got all those updates for free. Never asked them a single penny, right? Same thing will be for this one. When we release version 2.0, 3.0, it's only going to get better when technology improves, right? When you can create even better quality videos and stuff like that, and higher length, bigger length videos, or whatever you want to do. all the stuff will be for free for you when you get in today. Other people, what we will do is the with Subtitle application will not be included, first of all. Secondly, for other people, a little bit extra for that because it's a full-fledged application, right? It creates captions and stuff. For other people, right, we're not gonna give access to, for example, the 7-second video generation, right? It's impossible, right? Because that's 3 times the usage of normal everyday applications right now. You saw, right? People are charging $3, $4 per video for this stuff, and they don't even generate that high length of video scene, right? We can generate that. Nobody else can do that. Tomorrow, if it becomes 15 seconds, 30 seconds and stuff, you'll get that for free as well. As technology improves, we will be in the forefront of it, right? So go there right now and get it. We're going to be 100% completely removing the 7-day free trial at any moment without notice. You'll see it. It'll be removed forever. And we're going to be increasing the price of this as well, where either we increase the price or we're going to remove the with Subtitle application and it becomes another add-on where it's going to probably become more than $250 or more even thereafter, once that is becoming its own add-on beyond that, right? It gets removed from this really cool package that you get. Again, no upsells, no downsells, nothing to worry about. And the other thing we are doing here, which is only for the founding members, is that we only have abuse limits but no other real limits in place. The abuse limits are only there to ensure that 99.99% of the people who create videos, we don't charge you credits or anything extra. It's somebody who is like using bots or sharing their content, like some 100 people and then creating 1,000 videos or something per day. Those are the ones we're kind of blocking. So other than that, you can create as many videos as you wish, okay? And we'll be tweaking that as we go along throughout the period of the next few weeks and months, so that the goal will be you create as many videos as you desire, as long as you're using it for your business and growing. And that's what we've done with our other applications as well. And that's what we plan to do with this as well, which nobody will do for any price for you, by the way. As you can imagine, right? It costs us insane amount of money to be able to do this right now, $50,000 a month just for these AI servers, and it'll only keep increasing, right? As the technology keeps improving. So there you go to the link right now and get it. All right. So a couple of questions real quick while I'm at it. So Steve, appreciate you for your questions. So I'm going to answer some questions as well, like this one as well. So you got in, appreciate you. It's trying to add a video file, not saving your system. Okay, so this is what you got to do, Steve, okay? I'll show you. Okay, it's not a bug. You can do it right now. So first of all, how you do it is you go to the media library, okay? First of all, okay, so what did I do? I went to media library, okay? And then once you go into the media library, you create a folder. Okay, so in this case, I put video 1, but I'll just do some. Okay, I'll put video. I don't know. What do you want to put? Video 5. I'm just gonna make up some folder name. Okay, because this is where you want to upload, right? So click on video 5, and then it's gonna say upload file, right? So this is where it says upload file. So you want to click on that upload file there, and then you want to upload a video. So let's say I want to click upload. I have these videos here, right? So let's say I want to add her video in. I want to upload that. That's uploaded now. You see it shows up there. Let's say I want to add one more. So let's say I want to add her and click upload. So there we go, right? So that's getting uploaded as well. So this is how you upload your own videos in there. It doesn't even have to be ones created with VideoExpress. So now if you like her, click there and like her as well. You put in the timeline. And then boom, you can add her in and do other things like so, right? So yeah, I guess why it's not working for you is probably you might be using one of the existing folders. Like you see, if you say my videos, there's no upload button here because these are where all your videos get generated and put in the place, right? Just create a new folder and you should be able to add in videos there, okay? We have accept most of the video file types, so make sure if it's MP4, it'll be easiest. But that should be, otherwise you can let our support team know. As I mentioned, we'll be happy to look at the file type and all that. But yeah, you want to do that. Okay, just want to mention. So this is the real-time support sometimes helps, right? Saves you time as well, right? Appreciate all the comments, by the way, everybody here. Now the other question that came in is how long does the rendering process take? So this was the question, right? Expected rendering time. So let me explain here, okay? So basically when you go in to AI videos, and you create video, let's say, right, for the prompt and the video, or even, once we have the public gallery, there was another question, it's going to be coming in 24 hours. I'll announce that when it comes up. Watch out for our Facebook group, watch out for our emails and stuff as well. It should be up in 24 hours or so. Anyway, the point is when you go to like the media library, this is your public gallery is also going to appear. So let's say, for example, you decided one of these ones, right? And so let's say any one of these videos. So when you reuse them, okay, so let's say, for example, this one right here, and I click on redesign. So from this point on, when I click on this create video, this one right here, majority of the time, it's going to be done between 40 to 60 seconds, depending on the video type. What we found out is that with our internal testing is that if it's humans with a lot of facial expressions that you want to improve upon and stuff, it takes 60 seconds or so. If it's someone like this rabbit, 40 seconds-ish, it should be done. Now, there's one key point I want to mention here. When you think about it, let's say if I change the style, if I reuse this, whatever, I change the style of this rabbit, right? So let's say I change it to, I don't know, cinematic or whatever, it doesn't really matter. And then you click on this one right here, it creates the other scene now, right? So let's say if I did scene 1 here, this is scene 2, right? So when this, for this part right here to generate, it's about 5 seconds, roughly, pretty fast. Probably the fastest right now out there. So now when I click this one, so the first frame takes 5 seconds. And then when you click now here, the create video, that takes about, again, as I said, for animated one like this 3D, probably 40-ish seconds, give or take, 40 seconds, okay? But that doesn't stop you. So again, like I'm trying to explain to you, if I click create video here, slightly more, it's going to be slightly more if you do the video length booster, by the way, because now you're doing a lot of other, AI algorithms. So if I did this, it'll be a little bit more higher, little bit, not by much. But if you click on create video here, it's going to still take 40 seconds. Does that make sense? So that means even if I have 1 and if I have 2, it still doesn't slow down the second one. Does that make sense? So you can still keep doing them as you wish. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, so that's the other one. Okay. When will the roadmap be available? So this is being worked on by our team. Give us a couple of days or so. First, we want to finish up the launch special that we're doing. So it's going to be closing down, as I said, in 24 hours or so. Once that is done, that's when we're going to build the roadmap. But all the features you guys and gals have been posting in our Facebook group and in webinars like this, we're making a note of it. So what we're going to do is when the roadmap is live, we're going to actually, again, okay, let me finish this. When the roadmap is live, all your features will probably already be there. You just have to vote for them. But you see now, while I was speaking, it said the generated video is being complete. So that was there. Like, that's what I meant by 40 seconds, right? So it takes about 40 and it'll be done, give or take. 60 seconds for like realistic human stuff and photorealistic stuff. And then this one right here with video length booster, it might be another extra 20, 30 seconds more depending on the type. Okay, hope that answered that question. Now, the other question that came in, which I wanted to answer, quite a few of you asked this question. So I'm not ignoring your comments. Okay, sometimes there's so many I might lose. One of the question that came in is, can you show us image to video? This was one, right? Can you show, like if you have Artistly or some other image, how does it work? So same concept to what I just mentioned. All you have to do is go to AI videos. Okay. Actually, let me go to show you. So these are the videos that got finished, right? For that rabbit one I showed you. Anyway, so if you go into AI videos and you go to image to video, right? This one right here, image to video. Now you click on this, right? You select an image. So first of all, in order to select the image, you want to upload the image, right? So again, what you want to do is go to the media library. And let's say you got the images folder, you want to upload your images, right? Like I've uploaded this image, for example, right here, this right here. So I just went in and clicked on the upload file. I uploaded it from my computer. This could be from any image generator. Just make sure that it is, landscape dimensions. Okay, it's not. They make sure it's landscape. Okay, so like this landscape. Okay, if it is landscape, then you just have that uploaded here like I did here. Just upload any media like you would from your computer or wherever. And then you just go into AI videos again, go to image to video, select, go to that images folder. And then you click on the image here, choose. And then if you want video length booster for that, you do that. And then you click generate video. So I'll show you actually, I just generated this video while I was speaking. So it's going to be done like so, you see. So this is the video like so, or the length booster one is a little bit longer. There you go. So this is how the image to video works. Okay. I did the same thing with this, the surfing rabbit as well. You get the point, right? So that's how the image to video works. We'll give you some little bit more customization. I see a couple of people asking that, so we're going to add that in as well. But wanted to make it simplified right now. But yeah, you can do the same customization if it was with the prompt as well shortly. All right, that's going to be probably in our roadmap as well. We put that in as well. When is the second payment due after the 7 days? So let me explain this. Okay, so if you go in here, it'll show you 97 and 2 payments, right? So in simplified, first of all, your 7 days finishes, you're going to be billed that $97, right? The second one will occur 30 days after that. Okay, 30 days. Basically, it's going to give you 30 days for that other $97 to be billed. After that, there's no more billing, nothing, right? It's all automated in a such that you're going to have lifetime access thereafter. Okay, hope that answered your question. Now, the other question was, when will be Artistly 3.0 be ready, which is our text to image application. So actually, interestingly, I want to kind of show you while this discussion is coming in. Good question, by the way. So I wanted to might as well do this, right? So we have our Artistly roadmap. If you go to roadmap.artistly.ai, if you go into there and just go to status here and then go click on completed, okay? Status completed. These are all the stuff that we finished in our roadmap. So similarly, we're going to build the same roadmap as well for VideoExpress. So if we finished, I believe right now, give or take about 80% of the roadmap requests that people voted on, the most popular ones and stuff. And we've also not only finished it, but we once people posted here, right? We've also given you the tutorial on exactly how to use this feature in our tutorials tab, right? On how to generate the forward design, how to put text and images, right? So like if you go in and there's specific tutorial on how to use it right there in the roadmap itself for you to watch. Now the 3.0 version of Artistly, I mentioned this before, about 45 to 60 days it's going to be ready. We're doing some addition. What's going to be unique about that? Well, basically the text and images is going to be even better than it is right now. We're going to have even better quality outputs and stuff like that. And yeah, you'll see it. When you see it, you'll understand why it's worthy of 3.0. Okay, but 45 to 60 days, it's going to be free for all Artistic customers, obviously, right? But I'm just showing you this example for you to understand that for VideoExpress, we're going to have the same roadmap and we're going to be marking as complete as we go along. You see, I can keep going on and on, so many of them. On and on, right? So the other 20% will be done as a part of that version 3.0, which is going to cover all the other stuff you folks were asking in the status. But yeah, so that's how the roadmap will work. So when I'm saying roadmap will be released shortly for VideoExpress, it's exactly what I mean. Okay. So yeah, so that's how the roadmap will be. Okay. Now the other question is are the videos set to 16:9 after you upload them? So 16:9 only means landscape, Raymond. Okay, so it's like any video that is like this type of a video is 16:9. We will automatically crop it to specific dimensions and stuff to make it work with our system. So don't worry too much about it. But yeah, that's what it is. Vertical videos, we allow you to upload, but not vertical images to convert into video, because our AI is not trained on vertical images yet. Okay, in the shortly, no other app can do it at this point anyways, but we are going to be working on it. So what I mean by that is, in the media library here, you can upload, like if you go into videos here, you can upload vertical videos and then bring it into the timeline by actually choosing this vertical tab, right? But vertical images right now, it's not that perfect. Like we'll have to do some behind the scenes stuff. So vertical images converting into our AI image to video doesn't work that well right now. Just want to be clear on that. We will, obviously the technology will improve as things go along. So that's why I'm saying 16:9. What I really mean is, when you're uploading images, upload these types of images, right? It'll perfectly work, create the videos from it and all that if you want to do image to video. Okay, vertical videos though, let's say from what you shot, you already have in your computer, you want to use it in your timeline, yeah, it accepts them, no problems. You can resize it and stuff like that. No issues there. Okay, so hope that is clear. Okay, all right. Now the other question is, will 1:1 images work? So the way we've done it is, if it's 1:1, it will be resized behind the scenes. So it will work, not an issue, but may not be as perfect of an output as, say, if it is 16:9 by default. I hope that makes sense, right? So the mobiles has a download. Yeah, we want to first solve the other issues, right? We want to work with right now, which is basically making longer length videos of this, making more cinematic style videos. Remember, I showed you like stock footage like this one. We want to add this in for you folks so that we generate stock footage with like that zoom in pan effect, like what I'm showing you right now, like these are all stock footage, right? So we want to add this in. So our priority is this right now. and adding more categories in, simplifying the prompt type of thing, end to end, making it simpler to create. That's the bigger priority right now. But if I go back here, you can always create vertical videos. So you see how when I clicked on vertical, this video got resized like so. We have a system in place, right, where it says resize and move. So you can resize the video by adding in specific filters. Okay, so how that works is that when it's creating borders like this is easy, straightforward, automatic. But you can also add specific filters, right? You see this like camera panning, resizing, and stuff like that. And you can click setup, and then you can resize it to meet those guidelines of a like a vertical video. Like you see, we have these filters right here. Like you see, we have auto crop as well that you can put. Like you see this right here. Click auto crop, and then it automatically crops it. Oh, well, actually, let me do that right now so you can see it. I just canceled it. Okay, right now you see this. So we auto cropped it. Okay, let's cut this in right now. So it's automatically cropped. You can go into right click, properties, right? And then you can adjust it even more. So you want to adjust it so that she comes in the center of the screen. You can do zoom and pan effects on that. We have specific training on this anyway, so don't worry about it. You can do that too. Or if you don't want to do the auto crop, there's other options as well, right? So what you could do is, if you don't want auto crop, right? So you can remove the auto crop filter, right? And you can add extra elements here as well. So if you go in here, you can remove that. You can add in the zoom in filter on top. So let's say, for example, let's say this girl right here, right? This is the video. You want to zoom her in. There you go. This is how you do it. You do the zoom in, and then you add her in like so. And you can add it in throughout. So that's how you make a vertical video out of it, right? So you can do it auto crop like this with her. Like you did the auto crop, it does it automatically. If you want to do manual work, you just do basically zoom in like so, and then click setup, and then it'll do that in that portrait dimension like so, right? Now, if she's moving a lot from one area to the other, what you could do is you could just basically crop it. So you click on this little scissor icon here, right? You make a different timeline on that. You cropped it, right? Now what you could do is again add a zoom in filter here, click on it, and now maybe you want to adjust it to like this, right? And then now, so what's going to happen is if you play this, watch. So it does that. You see, you can do that too if you want to make that vertical video pop. And of course, you can do that throughout. Anyway, these are all the AI videos. Basically, that's what I wanted to show you. Okay, how you can do that cropping in and stuff like that. Okay. Now, the other point that I want to mention here as well is, which is a good question, is in the automatic captions option, right? Which is with subtitle. There's also a resizer here, which can resize the videos as well when you're adding subtitles. So let's say you uploaded a video and you want to resize it to these dimensions, because see what happens, right? 1:1 dimension is Instagram and some of these newsfeed based applications. I believe 4:5, I think, is LinkedIn. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is. I think 5:4 is Pinterest. So you get the idea, right? So you can resize them through these dimensions perfectly in the with subtitle app, which you're getting as a bonus anyway when you get VideoExpress.ai/go anyways, right? So that's the other aspect of it, right? Now, so that's the other option that you can add in by resizing videos into this dimension using this app. So for example, what I could do is, if let's say this is the video I uploaded, right, from integrated in from VideoExpress, you created this, you click next, you let's say I'll just leave the translation not to translate, click next. Here you can convert it to 1:1 and stuff. You do that, you can add the transition, you see that it will automatically convert it into 1:1 as well. So the AI video got created and you resized it automatically in our with subtitle application, add the subtitles in the right place, and it's done as well. So what I'm saying is we thought through all this stuff, which other folks have not, because we use this stuff day in and day out in social media. We spend a lot of money on advertising, keep testing this stuff. So that's why we already have all this stuff. I know, I see your questions. Yeah, I see it, right? Exactly. So that's the idea. That's why we've thought through all this stuff anyways, right? And the plan is to make it more end-to-end right now, make it a lot better. Then we'll focus on specific dimensions and stuff like that, because the idea is that we've already cracked a lot of systems behind the scenes, which is so extraordinarily in terms of the results. That's what we want to do. And then when the roadmap, you folks vote. Like if enough of you folks want, let's say, okay, I want a different dimension of the videos to be the top priority, natively in the application. We're going to work on that first. It's just not so much of an impossibility. It's about priorities, right? And that's the other question as well, right? The question is, your servers for this app must be very busy in it. Yeah, so it's easy to use, obviously. But the thing is that we have so many servers, right? That you don't have to worry about it. Like everything I showed you was in real time right now, right? So it was not like pre-recorded or something like that. You could see how fast things were right at the gate, right? And that's with all the people in this live stream using the app right now. You see what I'm saying? So pretty powerful, right? So yeah, absolutely. All right. So let me do this right now. Let me announce the next winner. So I'll give you the choice, okay? So for the winner next, either you get the swag or whatever it costs to, whatever shipping costs and all that stuff for the swag. Okay, is that cool? So that way you get the choice, and I'll make a note of it. So as well for the swag winner, and then I'll announce. Okay, so let me see. My team is sending over that other winner for me, and then let's see here who that winner is. And by the way, okay, I might give away one more swag winner later on. Let's see if you folks want more winners. Let me know in the chat box. I'll see, because I just want to have fun, right? And interestingly enough, what I wanted to explain to you is basically which is kind of cool, is one of the swag winners before for one of the stuff I did, like this one, like a event, they were living in the middle of nowhere in an island. Can't remember where it was now. I believe it was Madagascar or Mauritius or somewhere. I can't remember now. But anyway, we had to ship to them, and literally the shipping cost was so much. But then since we promised the swag, we just got it to them. But up to you, you decide, right? So if that's why you want the hoodie like this one, sure, right? Why not? It can be any sizes too, by the way. Okay, you want 2x large or whatever, it doesn't really matter. Extra large, whatever, right? Or small, doesn't matter too. Extra small, whatever. You're gonna get these hoodies. Okay. All right, cool. So let me announce the winner right now. My team is just sending over to me here. All right, so let's see here. Oh, I'm seeing all these comments. Me. All right, cool. Awesome. Okay, wow. All right, cool. All right, so the winner is, my team just sent over to me. Okay, congrats to, actually, let me pick up if this person's still live here or they left, I'm not sure. Cool. All right, so here we go. Congrats to our winner. And again, I'll try to see if we can add one more. Okay, cool. The winner is Dan Wentworth. So let me actually make a note of you, Dan, in the winners list here. Congrats to you, Dan. You win the hoodie, or you can do cash equivalent, whatever it costs, right? Whatever, doesn't matter. You choose. I'll get my team to get in touch with you, Dan. All right, cool. All right, so I'll make a note of it, by the way, in the meantime. All right, so do you want to be one of the winners? Let me know in the chat box right now. Let me know. I'll announce one more, okay, for the swag or cash, whatever you prefer, whatever it costs for the swag, right? So let me actually make a note here. Okay, cool. All right, excellent. All right, I just want to actually mention this real quick, folks. Somebody was asking me this question. Can you show me like a video for for example, on can we create like educational style videos as well with this? Yes. So I want to kind of show you one example of like an educational video as well that you could do with this app. Let me show you that, and then I'll answer some more questions if I can. Cool. Let me see here. All right, cool. Yeah, this is one with like an Egypt theme.
Ancient marvels that have stood the test of time, the pyramids aren't just tombs, they're time capsules, whispering secrets from the past. But how much do you really know about these architectural wonders? Beyond Egypt's borders, over 1,000 pyramids dot the earth, from the heart of Mexico to the far reaches of Indonesia. Yet, the Great Pyramid of Giza holds mysteries that baffle even today's scientists. Constructed over 4,500 years ago, the Great Pyramid was the tallest man-made structure for over 3,800 years. Imagine, it was built with such precision that our current technology struggles to replicate it. Here's a mind-blowing fact. The Great Pyramid is aligned with true north with an accuracy of 3/60th of a degree. And it's not just a pile of rocks, it's a puzzle of engineering marvels, with blocks weighing as much as 80 tons. Inside, the King's Chamber's granite beams, sourced from 500 miles away, have baffled experts. How did the ancient Egyptians transport such massive stones without the wheel? Legends say it was through ingenuity and might, leveraging the Nile's floods and an army of workers and animals. Yet, some enthusiasts whisper of lost technologies or even extraterrestrial help. But perhaps the most astonishing fact? The pyramids were originally white, covered in polished limestone, reflecting the sun's rays, making them shine like jewels across the desert. These age-old structures continue to challenge our understanding of history, engineering, and the very limits of human capability. The pyramids, not just tombs, but a testament to humanity's unyielding pursuit of immortality. The history of pyramids, a story of marvel, mystery, and mankind's eternal legacy. Dive deeper into the secrets of the past. Discover, explore, imagine. What other mysteries await us? The journey is just beginning.
All right, so this was more like an educational video, right? Like a little bit longer length and stuff like that. So the point I'm making is, let me bring that back here. So yeah, you can do that. So simply all that was done here is that you just go into import media and then click text to speech and use one of these text to speech voices, right? First of all. Secondly, what was done is basically the workflow was created where I went in and basically went into create from prompt, right? And then created the entire timeline for each of these videos, right? And then basically that was done as well. And then the timeline was added where, for example, the voice that was added in, it was added in as one of the layers, boom, as one of the layers. You can add background music and stuff like that. And that's how it was created. Okay, you added the subtitles using the automatic captions in the end. Okay, pretty easy, straightforward. But you can do educational videos like that too. That's the capability of the application because we have the multi-layered, multi-track editing and stuff like that, right? So that's another reason why. All right. Okay. So now the other point I want to make is you can also do like cartoon style videos with the character consistency, like I was mentioning. You can definitely do that too. Now, I just want to mention real quick one important thing is we are basically, I didn't mention this part about this in painting part. You can in paint any video or images that you bring in and then convert that into a video again. So let's say you created a video in the application and you wanted to remove anything or add anything, you can use the in painting to make that happen. So let's say, for example, let's just be clear here, right? So let's say in my AI videos, these are all the videos that I created, right? Like all these videos right here, you see? So let's say, for example, let's say this guy right here, this video right here, I want to make some changes to it, right? Because I'm not too happy with how it came. So just click on in painting, select media, right? It works best perfectly with the videos generated with the app. That's what we gave you the choice with the app right here. But anyway, so let's say, for example, you like any one of these videos, right? That can be anything really. But let's say you like this one right here. Now, so this one was the image, right? This is basically the video, right? So you can in paint any element. So let's say, for example, again, let me show you what I did here. Go to in painting, select. This is all the videos that the app created already. Okay, you see the monkey one I showed you and other stuff, right? Let's say right here, right? You see this right here. This one right here. So like can be anything really. So you like say this one right here. This is one of the videos that was created with the app. So what you could do is you can select it. You can select anything. So let's say I like this, select this part right here. And you can add anything. You can remove anything, right? You can add to the videos that you create, right? So let's say, for example, I want to say a cute 3D puppy dog, right? Fluffy. I'm just making up something. Or you can even eliminate stuff too, by the way. And then if you want, you can extend the prompt as well if you want to. Let's extend it for the time being. And then what you could do is just generate the image preview. And then what it's going to do is in the video, it can add a nice fluffy 3D puppy dog. And then it'll do it for the video itself. Is that cool or what? And I'm going to be doing a training on this one because this is a really recent one that we added in. I'll show you different use cases on how to use this and stuff like that. It takes a little bit of time to do the stuff because what it's doing is behind the scenes, it is in painting the video itself. Okay. So that's the reason why you want to make sure that you add that into the timeline as well, right? So actually, let me remove this negative prompt. So whenever you see stuff like this, remove the negative prompts, right? And then you can add in elements here. Recently, just added it like an hour ago. I didn't even test it. I'm just testing it right now. It's pretty cool. All right, so you can add that in. So let's say 3D puppy dog. Let's say I just want to add that in. And then you can decide where do you want it. Like you want to draw, erase, you want to add it in specific elements here and stuff like that. And then you can add that elements into any video that you're creating. Okay. So let's say you selected some area, you can do that. If you want to even like you can in-paint even like a specific area of that image as well, if you want to. Okay. So let me show you an example of that one. So what I did, so let me actually do this. Let me show you the in-painting element here. Like you'll see it. Let me see here. Let me show you. Yeah. So let's say this was the video. So this is the video that got created, right? So let's say, for example, you want to go in and then you want to make some changes to this, right? So let's say this one right here. Let's select this actually right here. All right, let's select this. Perfect. There we go. All right. So now let's say you want to add in, let's say, for example, you want to remove this completely, right? You want to remove this element from the video. So object removal will work, or you want to replace it, you can do that too. So for example, if I don't want these flowers here, I can remove it, right? Just by just selecting. This is on the video. So what I just showed you, right? Now, the second thing is if you want to add anything, you can do that too. So let's say, for example, you want to add anything here. Let's say, for example, let's say you wanted to add, let me just do that right now. Let's say you want to add, let's say, beautiful flower pot with roses or something, right? And then you can extend it or you can generate it, whatever, right? So you can just say 3D or whatever. And then you can do that where it adds that element into that actual video or then image. So we're just doing some tests on this one. And this is going to be the next feature we're going to be releasing to all you folks as well. Super, super powerful, by the way, because what it allows you to do now is that the videos that you're creating in the application, it allows you to kind of make some modifications if it didn't come out perfectly, stuff like that. You see this? So you can make some changes to it like that. So we're doing some edge cases that we are looking at it. And then what you could do now is you can just click on, you see that save video here? That is going to generate a video now of this. So let's do that right now. So then what it did now is basically it's created a video from that. So meaning I created a video, I imported that video in, I didn't like that one thing, and I added the flowers in here, okay? And then I can now create a video of it. I can even remove objects the same way, right? Like we have the object removal, same thing. If I don't want to add anything, I can just not put anything, just put blank, and then I can remove the objects as well. Pretty cool, right? So this is the other one as well, okay? So super cool. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, right? So this works for both images and video, okay? Works for both. There's another one. I'm going to be doing an extensive training on this coming up soon, but I was excited. I wanted to show it to you, right? So again, there you go. So that's going to finish the video. And then the done video will have, like you see here, with that roses and stuff like that, with that flower pot and stuff like that. You see this, right? The done video like so. So there you go. You see that? Pretty cool, right? So now this was a completely done video. So before, let me show you the video here. Hopefully I have it. Where is that? Yeah, before when the video was created, it did not have, yeah, this was the video before. You see this? This was the video before, right? You saw that, right? So I've in-painted this area out. I've in-painted this area out. And then now this is the video now. Pretty cool, right? Isn't that cool? So what I did is I added flowers in the floor here, these right here, and then I added like a flower pot here, right? Same thing. Imagine if I wanted to add something here. Let's say for example here, I added some object here and stuff like that. You can add that in here and stuff like that. Play around with it. We're doing some final touches for this one too. It's awesome. You're gonna love this feature too when it's up, right? But it works for video. That's what makes it unique. It works for videos that you create in the application, right? So for example, it will work for like this video, for example, here. It'll work for this video. Let's say, for example, in this one right here, you wanted to add in some element here, for example, or let's say, for example, you wanted to put, let's say, a clock here, right? Let's say like a clock or something. You can do that, right? So you can do all kinds of cool things like that for a video that's already generated, right? So it's video in painting basically is what we are calling that. Okay. So yeah, I'll create some tutorials on this and stuff coming up soon because we just introduced this feature recently. All right. There's some other updates coming up as well, obviously, right? Now that's the other good question right here. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't think of it. That's going to save me a lot of renders. That's what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely, right? It'll help you when you made some mistakes, let's say some output, it will also help you with that, right? So basically any videos that are there. So let's say in any videos that are in your library, let's say from here, these are the videos you created. These are mine, obviously, but you didn't like anything. You can in-paint that out, add elements and stuff like that. Let us know how it goes, right? Because it's super powerful if you use it right away. Or alternatively, you can add this in here. You can select it from your images as well that got created, right? You can add it in for images as well. So these are all the images. So the first frame, basically, right? For the first frame of the video that got created, right? So you can do that too. Say, for example, let's say this was the, let's say, for example, this one right here. You want to in-paint the tail out. So it's two tails, right, for this cat for some reason. So you want to in-paint this element out. You could remove that in as well. You can in-paint this out, basically. If any blemishes or any errors come in, you can do that with the video in-painting effectively. Does that make sense? So that it'll keep the original element intact, remove that other tail, make it perfect. That's the basic idea of it. Works for videos, images, and stuff like that, and converts it into a video thereafter. Okay. Now, the other thing I want to mention as well, which is a really good question, is the consistency of the characters is something that we've done. And I think we've done a pretty good job of perfecting it. Obviously, there's room for improvement. We're going to keep doing that. Look at this wolf video. Okay. Just look at the character consistency. Okay. That's the one which I was trying to tell you, which was the reuse the same character thing. So meaning if you go into the media library and then you want to reuse something, right? So let's say, for example, you created this, well, let's say we added this one in here, and let's see, you want to redesign this, right? And when you click on this reuse character, this element here, then you can do the consistency throughout. So that's what was done in this video. Just have a look at it, okay? It'll give you some idea on how to create a consistency of the storyline.
A tiny wolf pup tumbled into the rushing river, a cry torn from his throat as his family vanished into the woods. Alone, he faced icy waters, gnawing hunger, and the vast unknown. With each sunrise, Riku's howls pierced the wilderness, a beacon of longing. His dream of reunion fueled him, his paws carrying him across endless terrain. Then, one day, across the vast ocean, a familiar scent brought him to a halt. There, on the distant shore, his parents waited. Riku leaped into the waves, his small heart filled with the courage of 1,000 journeys.
Pretty cool, right? So you saw the consistency of that wolf throughout, right? So that way you can create a nice, beautiful storyline throughout the process. You can do that with the face swap with real people as well, with using the face swap tool and stuff like that. Now the question came in, which is I think really good question, is this one. This is a good question that came in, which I thought I wanted to answer. Is there a way to delete or remove images in our folder? So let me show you this. Yeah, you can, by the way. The answer is yes. But how you do it is, let's say you go into any of your media gallery. Let's say, for example, any videos or images, by the way. So let's say this video, right? I didn't like, I don't know, let's say this video, right? This video I don't like. I'll just click delete, and then it gets deleted. That's it, done. If it ever got shared in the public gallery, it'll get deleted there as well, by the way. Okay. It's automatic because the public library is getting created. So it's going to be finished by tomorrow. We're going to release it for you folks. But yeah, you got the point. So if I didn't like anything else, like let's say I didn't like this one too, I can just delete it like so, you see? And if I want to move them to a specific folder, I can do too. So let's say I like this one and I want to move them to a different folder. Like let's say this one right here, perfume ad is what the folder I want to move. You create the folder first, click move, and she'll be in the perfume ad folder. So let's go to that folder right now. Perfume ad, there we go. She's in there now. You see this? She's in that folder now among these others. So you can move it to different folders as well, just by clicking it. Right? And is there a way to upload our own pictures and videos? Yeah, of course. So same way I just mentioned earlier, you go to the media library to the right. Okay. So in the media library to your right, you go in here and then you can just create a folder if you want. And then in the folder, you can upload your videos or images. In this case, if I have a videos folder, I'll upload file here on the top, right? I'll use that and then upload and then add files here and I'll upload it there. and then I can drag and drop it into timeline like so. No worries, no issues. Okay, that's the basic idea. Okay, the same idea. Okay, now so the final video production is uploaded to with Subtitle. Yes, that's the basic idea. We are going to do automatic integration, as I mentioned earlier in one of our events. So the idea is that in the next few days, we're going to do a major update where what's going to happen is, you see under my videos here, this is a new account of mine, but like here, all these videos that are here, right? Let's say like this one right
In a
here
world
and
of
stuff like that, will automatically be synced to your with Subtitle account. We're just waiting to finish up the launch right now, and they'll be retroactive as well. So all the content already created. So what's going to happen is in the with Subtitle application, all the stuff that is here in your like fully finished videos, right? In your export video and then fully finished videos, they'll be synced directly because we have your login for both. That's going to be working right now. You can do it manually by uploading it, but in the near term, in the next few days, that's the next thing in our checklist of things to finish up, because the same developers, right? So what's going to happen is this astronaut supplements or whatever, it's going to automatically show up in your Subtitle account. You don't have to manually go in to step number 1 here, select and upload. You don't have to do it. It's automatically going to show up under your projects. You don't have to download and upload again. Okay, that's being worked on right now. Should be done soon. Yeah, it's going to save you a ton of time, right? Of course. Yeah, that's the idea too. We just wanted to finish up the main trial. That's why the 24 hours trial thing is finishing up and stuff. Then we can focus on these checklist items, and we're also doing some minor bugs here and there that we want to finish up first, and then we're focus on these things, right? That's the other idea as well. Okay. Now, the other thing is, can we use our own voice was another question. Very good question. Yes. So similarly, you go to media library, right? In the audio tab, you see what I did there in the media library. So again, I got cut there for a sec. Yeah, in the media library under the audio tab, you can add in like a folder. I put a folder called voiceover, right? So similarly, you go to the voiceover tab, click upload file, add file in, and then you can upload it from your computer, from another whatever you download from another software. I actually did this one here, as you can see. I drag and drop it into the timeline. Boom, done. Right. Just a quick point though on the voiceover stuff. Let me just delete this for a sec. I'll show you. So just make sure for the voiceover, you add another track. You see this? So like you see this track thing, add another track like so, because that way you want the audio to be in another track, like so it's merged with the video, right? So just make sure you do that. Okay, just as a point I'm trying to make. Okay, hope that is clear. All right, now hope this is this cool? Is it helpful for you folks where you're asking questions and I'm showing you how to do it in the application? Maybe it's saving you some heck of a lot of time too, right? So that you can do it, right? Hopefully it's helping you, right? Okay, cool. All right, so now the question is, Joanne, is there a limit on the file size? I don't know, to be very clear. I have not tested. Maybe you can try it and let me know. Obviously, we cannot allow you to upload like a 2-hour movie or something, but within reasonable amount should be fine. Yeah. Hopefully that is clear. Can we go to import media and use the voice recorder to use our own voice? Yes, 100%. So what the question is you go to import media, voice recorder, you can do that. Yes, no problem. You can record it. Generally though, just keep in mind that you wanna, since this is in a browser, you want to use it where your browser gives you permission to record. Sometimes there are some browsers don't allow you to record within the browser. So, I mean, think of it like if you ever went to a Microsoft team meeting and then they asked you to allow your microphone, right? Same concept will apply here. Okay. Okay. So, all right, cool. Now another question that came in, I'll answer a couple other questions, but just make sure folks, okay, I'm gonna give that link. This is your last chance. Okay, I won't be doing another live stream like this one again, where I'm gonna be not only giving you these bonuses and all this other stuff, yeah, sure, but to actually try that free trial out. We probably next time around, if we ever do another project, maybe a year from now, 8 months from now, whenever we do end up releasing something, because the last time we released something was 8 months ago, right? Anyway, the point is that whenever we end up releasing something, it will not have that free trial ever again. So this is your last shot to try something out. It's just that we wanted to make sure that, because we have a public gallery, and also we have a community right now in our Facebook group of people, like-minded people like yourself, like here in our Facebook group here of 47,000 people. You can collaborate the projects, share with each other, work on like some good projects and stuff like that, right? So as you can see here, people are posting the videos that they're creating and stuff like that, the images and stuff like that. It's really good to see, like this one right here and stuff like that. People will actually improve when they see other people creating stuff, right? And that's the basic idea. That's what we are aiming for. Like this is another one right here, was done a few days ago with VideoExpress. So this is what our goal is, right? To build a community. That's the end result of what we're trying to achieve, so that you can learn some good results. Like Jeffrey here created a really cool video here with VideoExpress on their first try too. Literally on their first try. Isn't that awesome? And it'll only get better and better once he gets a hang of how to use it, right? But the point I'm making is, this is what the goal is, in order to have the community work together and effectively get the best outputs by seeing, okay, what was the prompts used, and what was the how was the video, what was the category chosen, and stuff like that, right? So that's the reason why we're giving this free trial, because the idea is that it'll only help you and help the whole community, and because of that, we'll have all the best outputs, and it'll also help us to improve, right? Obviously, as well. So that's the other goal that we have as a community, which nobody else has right now. So that way, as a community, we can help and grow together, right? Hope that is clear for you. All right. So that's the other part that I wanted to mention here real quick. Okay. Anyways, the other great, Raymond is working on his first video. That's great to see, Raymond. Let us know in the group. I'm announcing one winner every day from our Facebook group as well, on top of the winners announced today too, by the way. Okay. All right. So thank you, Jason, for being in. Appreciate you. We'll take care of you. Don't worry. You'll be super excited to be in on this one. So what happens after 6 months? Well, you're going to get free updates after 6 months. All right. Let's see. All right. So it's exciting. Really happy to see you here as well. Can we do cinematic effects was another question. Yes. The way we've done it is actually, there's different ways to do it. There's actually training on that as well. But anyway, the way you could do cinematic effects, I think the idea you were asking is like rain and snow and all that, right? If I'm correct. So you could do that through, if you go to AI videos, you see special effects. This is the tab. You have special training on it. You can watch the tutorials. This is how you add that special effects. This is one area. The other one as well is when you're creating with the create from prompt, you go in here, you see, let's say it's photorealistic or whatever. You see the cinematic category. This will ensure you always have cinematic style look, right? The graininess, that photography / the videography look. That kind of thing. Yes, you can do that. And those who join in late, okay, just join in or whatever, let me know in the chat if you just joined in, because I want to make sure that I also cover some aspects for you folks, because when we close this down in the next couple of minutes or so, this live stream, your chance will probably be gone forever to get that trial at VideoExpress.ai/go. Just saying, you want to be clear and upfront, right? And just want to mention, we've been going on almost 3 hours right now. That is the commitment that I have for you, to ensure you not only get the best application, get the best support, the best training, the best workshops, and also the best pricing, right? We get lifetime access for one-time payment, for example, right? But also me to get better at stuff, right? Because some of you folks were like, are here right now and posting comments. I really want you to, basically get the best output here. And not just that, I want to improve the application with your feedback, right? Oftentimes what happens, right? And you've seen this probably with like all this, these bigger applications, or like say OpenAI, for example, and stuff like that. They don't care about small businesses or people trying to grow, because they rather help out the enterprises, because that's the goal going forward. It's just the way it is. They don't have the staff or resources to help out there, and that's what their investors want as well, right? So what's happening is, if you want a feature to be added in, right, it'll go through 10 layers of people and never happen probably, right? So like the question came in about special effects. Like if you say, Paul, the special effects thing, I want it to be improved more. Well, I'm seeing the Facebook group, I'm seeing your comments right now. Obviously, you'll have a direct line of communication with the people and my team and I. So we'll keep that as a top focus, and we hear you, and you'll have a little piece in the development process, right? And that way you don't have to hire your own developers, you don't have to hire your own team, you don't have to build an application yourself. You get what you want in there, right? Does that make sense? That's the reason why we built this application, because initially I was getting frustrated paying animators and motion experts and motion designers a lot of money for creating videos for me. It's getting frustrated, right? And the other applications out there were charging per minute of video or per video fees and stuff, just getting frustrating. Just thought I'll build it myself. And then and since I was using it, we built to the best of our ability today. With your help, it's going to be the best of your abilities and our abilities combined, right? It's going to be even more powerful. That's the goal. That's why we want to do a collaborative, community-oriented build for this project, so that it gets better and better with time. And it may not be the best thing ever today, but with time, with your feedback, we'll make it the best for you and your purpose, right? We cannot be everything to everybody, but we can be everything for you, right? That's more important, because then we can help you better and get all the features in that you want and stuff like that, right? Thank you so much, John. Appreciate you, which is really, really good. And also, I will be buying, but want to finish the presentation. We'll have time at the end of this. Yeah, I'm going to give you about 20 minutes after this live stream is done. So that page says you can still try it out. Just one thing though, if we do remove the free trial, we will do, okay? Because we had like a limited test group that we wanted to have available. And that's the reason why I want to make sure that, once that limited group is filled, it's filled kind of thing, okay? All right, so let me announce the last winner, so to speak. Who's going to win either this hoodie or cash equivalent, whatever, right? Doesn't matter. You get to pick, okay? All right, so let's see here. You can keep posting comments. I'll announce it in about 3 minutes time, because my team is just picking from the chat box and announcing the winners here, right? And I'll get the team to pick one, no problems. Okay, all right. So now another question that I want that came in, which is a good question, is please add some camera movements. Yeah, put it in the roadmap. This is definitely something that we want to do. So this is as a part of the transitions as well, right? It'll be in the filters as well as automatic captions as well that we're going to be adding in, and the fast cut as well. That's another transition thing we're doing. You can also, by the way, you see it says transition in and transition out for all the videos that you have, like this one, shift left to center. Then transition out is all the stuff. We have this as well. This creates that little bit of that effect that I was trying to explain to you, right? It also works like if I open up a real project here, let me show you. So if you do it where you have a project with all the timeline elements, it works even better, because now you can do that throughout. You can resize, you can add elements and stuff like that. But if you have something specific you want, we can definitely do that, right? Can we use our own face as a consistent model maker? Yes. So how this works, Amjad, is it works like this. So let's hypothetically say you created an image, right? Or you created that frame, right? So let's say, for example, you went in and you put something and you generated an image, right? So I'll just put something for the time being, right? Like something, let's say, for example, a beautiful brunette, let's say brown male in his 50s. I don't know. I just made up something, right? 50s, right? And then you want to generate the image. Let's say, I don't know how it will come. Probably not good, because I didn't put much of a thought here. But anyway, so let's say this was the one. So here you can do face swap, right? When you try to reuse, right? So reuse same character. And then here you can upload your own photo here. And then you can do, every time you reuse, it's going to have your face here for all the videos you generate. Okay, regardless of what the action is. That's what the face swap thing does. Yeah, basically you can do that to answer your question. Okay, you can definitely do that. The other point was, I think, cartoon transition. Is there or not? Yeah, I think we do have it. I mean, if not there, let me know what you want, so we can add that in. Okay, so that we can add that in. Not an issue at all. Okay, all right, cool. So let me announce the other winner here. So let's see here. My team is sending over to me here. All right. Let's see here. And by the way, for you folks, okay, if you're not the winner, we are announcing more winners every day in our Facebook group. Okay, so just make sure you keep posting in the Facebook group, and then I'm announcing more winners there as well. Okay, is that cool? All right. So the winner is, let's see here. My team is just sending over that to me. Drum roll. It's pretty fun. Okay. So here we go. So the winner is, congrats to, and again, you can pick the hoodie or you can put the cash equivalent, whatever it costs to get it set up. Okay. Is that cool? All right. All right. Okay. Here's the winner. Joanne Lawrence Ross, congrats to you. You can either pick the hoodie, Joanne, or you can also, get the cash if equivalent. My team will get in touch with you, Joanne. So I'll make a note of you as well here so that I can make a note of you. And then actually, let me do that right now. Okay, let me write down. So Joanne is our swag / cash, whatever works for you. Joanne, I'm making your note of your name. Okay, so I will get in touch with you. My team will get in touch with you. You don't have to get in touch with us. Okay, is that cool? So that way, it's cool. All right, excellent. Congrats to Joanne, everybody. All right, so now I'll be posting all the winners as well every day in our Facebook group for people who interact and stuff. So if you're not one of the winners, don't be disheartened, by the way. Picking more winners every day is to keep things fun and stuff, so that you don't have to worry about it. And you can basically play around with it and stuff like that. Okay. Now, the other question as well. Oh yeah, awesome. Good to see you here. All right, excellent. Right, congrats. You're to win. And all right, so now the daily winners. So basically, the daily winners are actually right now we are updating it. We're posting it in the group, but also I'm announcing it from, I think, like about tomorrow or day after. It is also going to be from people who are posting. Like, say for example, Manu was one of the winners who we announced, who didn't even attend in the webinar, but he was posting in their group. We announced one of the winners, I think today it was that. So yeah, it'll be on top of what's on the webinar, by the way, so that there are more chances to keep winning. It's going to be in the group though, because we want to make sure that when you're posting stuff, people have value as well. Okay. All right. So that said, for those who just joined in right now, okay, those who just joined in, this is your final call. Okay. This is it. Go to that link, VideoExpress.ai/go, and I'll walk you through the process. You go to VideoExpress.ai, okay? You go to that link right now. You scroll down, okay? You click the button wherever. You have split pay or full pay option, right? Like this. When you go in, it says free for 7 days. You try this out. This trial will be removed, okay, in 24 hours or so, okay? And then once it's removed, what's going to happen is this price will probably go up too. That's what the plan is. And later on, if anybody comes in, they have to buy every single feature as an add-on, even the bonuses. The with Subtitle will be a new add-on or upsell, not for you, but others. The second thing is going to be where if you're doing extending of the video, that'll be an add-on or upsell. So overall, they're going to end up paying a lot more than this, right? For sure, right? And you don't have to pay anything extra. There's no upsells, no OTOs, no downsells, no cross-sells, no special offers inside once you get it. Everything for one price. Lifetime access. Okay, just want to be clear. And just when I say a lifetime access, right, right, my reputation is here, where you have a Facebook group and everything, right? I've been in this business for 15 years, right? I'm not going anywhere. So even if the product may not make as much of a profit, I have other revenue streams where I can manage this and make it valuable and make it available. So we're not going to disappear 3 months from now, 5 months from now, or something like that. The goal is I'm going to be here many, many, many years to come. So the idea is that is the key thing. That if anything, when you look at lifetime deals or whatever, look at who's behind it, right? Oftentimes people hide behind companies, right? Oh, we are X company X. And then after 6 months, they're like, oh, company X is no longer in business. You don't know who's behind it. Who is the person who created it? You don't even know who you can complain to. You don't even know who to go to, right? And it's gone. It disappears, right? On the other hand, like we have our Facebook group, everything is transparent. If you have something, you can complain, stuff like that, right? So that is the basic idea. That's what we're basically trying to do, where it's an enormous amount of pressure, right, for me and my team to ensure that we keep, helping you out in our group, and also having a community request, having a piece of the development process, putting together the resources and assistance that you need to keep improving the applications coming up, right? So that's the reason why I want to be very clear. You understand, right? And gives you the ability to basically understand that we're always constantly updating. We're constantly also making sure that even if that project may not make as much of a profit, it doesn't matter. We're just not going to disappear and then, leave you hanging, kind of thing. And that is something nobody can offer, because oftentimes people, you don't even know who's behind something. And then, you've seen that, probably, the experiences, right? Let me know. A lot of times, right? Like, you've seen that you bought something from somebody, the company goes out of business, the company disappears, or the product disappears, or whatever happens, and then you're left behind, picking up the pieces, right? So that's the basic idea that I wanted you to do. That's why our community is there and all that, right? So that's the key thing I want to mention. Now, the other thing as well that I want to mention here as well is this right here, where we are, right? When you get this, understand that when we release version 2, right, that's going to be for free. When we release version 3, that's going to be for free. Okay, that alone you should understand will allow you to have a peace of mind where, oh, I wanted this extra feature in there. Well, if enough people want it in the roadmap that we have coming up, and we can do it in a snappy, fast way, we will prioritize it, right? We want to build with the community. That's the key thing. It's not so much about what I think should be there. It's about what you want, right? That's the goal. That's what we're aiming for. So those who are here, okay, those who basically, have been in our community and my newsletter and other places, I just want you to understand, right? My goal is to give back to you in the best way possible. And the best way I can give you is this right here. Try it out right now. Try it out for yourself. See for yourself. If it's worth it, it's great. If not, cancel, move on. It's fine. No hard feelings. At least you got to try it out. Trade as much as you want. None of the features are locked for you or anything. You can try it out for yourself for 7 days. See for yourself. And, it's the greatest gift I can give you as well, because the thing is that oftentimes people get something and they're like, oh, I wish I could try it out before I can invest. I wish I could see the community as well. What are the other folks? I could see the updates being made. I could see who's behind the project and stuff like that. You're getting all that here, right? And that's the best gift I can give you, is the assistance that you need to get you to the next level and stuff like that, right? Now, the other point as well that this is a good point, right? Not many give this, right? They want you to pay for the updates and charge for the new version, 100%. And there's a reason why this happens, right? The costs involved are high too and stuff like that. But what my thought process is, you're our founding members. Like, you folks, you spend the time with me here, right? You're in our community and everything. So I don't want to squeeze more money from you folks. I'd rather give you the lowest possible price and a good deal and stuff. It's a very simple philosophy, right? And I could have easily charged more money for this. Half the amount of people could have purchased this, and I would have still made more money, right? But we don't want to do that. We just want to give you the lowest possible price we can at this point in time, and also ensure that, like, in the future when we make updates, we can sustain it through new customers we get down the line anyways, right? And that's a simple thing as well. And I just want to say, when people look at it, they're like, oh, it's a little bit on the higher side or whatever, just understand you're getting the Subtitle application, which is its own captions technology. Like, if you go into a platform like rev.com, right? This is a captions platform behind the scenes. We use technologies like this one behind the scenes. AI captions, right? 25 cents per minute. So let's assume, right, over the course of the next, I don't know, like next month, you'd get 200 minutes worth of videos, right? You create. Let's hypothetically say that right there at 25 cents per, right? That right there, okay, is going to cost anywhere like, what is it? $50, right? Hard cost for us, $50. That's the reason why I'm trying to say, this is the reason why every single captions technology out there has credit system. They have limits. They have monthly fees. They have per transcription fee and stuff like that, right? Or per subtitle, whatever, per video, whatever. We're not doing any of that. I'm just giving it just a bonus for free, right? Literally for trying out VideoExpress, because it links really well with each other, right? And so my point is, just that one technology, forget about the development costs and all that, has a per video cost for us internally, right? But you don't have to pay any of that, right? You're getting that as a bonus alone. Now, similarly, like I mentioned to you before, like if you go head to head with the best technology out there right now, that we are going head to head with Runway ML, you can go to their Runway ML website, go to their pricing. You can do that right now. And if you want to go buy it, it's totally fine. No worries. And this is the one we want to be better than right now, because OpenAI Sora is not released yet. We don't even know when it's going to come, maybe next year, 2025, whatever. So this is what we have right now, right? Go to monthly, $35 a month. That comes to 2,250 credits. What is a credit? Well, 450 seconds of Gen 2. 450 seconds is about 7.5 minutes, okay? So 7.5 minutes is about $4.50 per minute of video, okay? And then that's the way it is, right? And even on the unlimited generation, if you see here 95, it says relaxed rate. What does that relaxed rate means? Meaning like it'll be based on the overall traffic. It might slow down later on, stuff like that. And we're not even putting any relaxed rate or anything right now. We will later on, okay, for new customers, not for you. But for you, we don't have to do that. So that's why when you see it's snappy, right? Like an image preview, right? The first frame gets generated within 5 to 6 seconds right now. Like when you click on this create video option right now, it gets done in 40 seconds to maximum about 60 seconds, depending on the video and all that, right? If you do one and then go to the next one, it doesn't matter. Like you can generate one more. Let's say you just did one more preview like this one. Whether it's this one or the one I just created, it's gonna take 40 seconds in its entirety. Does that make sense? Like either this one or this one. You can just click create it. It'll do its thing in 40 seconds, regardless. That's the beauty here, right? Speed, right? And so not doing any of that stuff. So just understand that behind the scenes, though, to power this technology, a lot of costs have gone in, right? So so yeah, appreciate that, Reed, as well. Appreciate you, Christine, as well. And yeah, like I said, we're adding a lot of cool things as well. So thank you so much for the feedback. It means a lot, right, to me, my team, and stuff like that. It really does, right? It really does mean a lot for us, right? And thank you, Scott, again. Appreciate you. I know you've been with us for a while, right? And as well. And thank you so much as well. Yep, from our Facebook. Appreciate the feedback here. Now, it means a lot, right? When you do that. It's not about the money too. Other area, like like for example, I don't like to mention this quite a bit, but one of the things that we do, just to understand that in the last year, we helped out like 59 families with affordable housing here in Canada here. One of the biggest problems is, right, I've been wanting, and I've been seeing a lot of like live streams like this. I go on for a while, but like I've been having this feeling like I got to do something to help out the communities. And the problem is that you wait for the government to do it or some corporations to. It never happens, right? Like to provide people who are suffering with affordable housing in good areas, like good neighborhoods, close to transit, close to your bus system, your train system, or whatever. One of the biggest problems is we're like, okay, go middle of nowhere. Like how can people go middle of nowhere, right? So one of the big problems is the big issue, costs millions of dollars to solve, right? And a big amount of headache, big teams and stuff. So we did do that. It was an impossible thing. I had to get involved personally to get involved because I was sick of waiting for somebody else to do it, right? Especially during the pandemic period, it got even worse, right? A lot of people, couldn't, like the prices of housing and living in good neighborhoods and stuff was even more harder for people. So yeah, we did that. So just understand that a small portion, or if not a good amount of portion of the profits that we make, right, goes into affordable housing for people that are in Canada. It's not even in the middle of nowhere in Africa or something, it's a good thing that people are doing, but it's much more cheaper to do, right? Like in the US, Canada, UK, Australia. I mean, you try to provide for 50 families, ain't cheap, right? So that's the other thing that I'm passionate about. And I was waiting for years for somebody to come in and solve it. And I realized, look, I have to be involved myself, right? That's the type of thing that I want to do. So at the end of the day, I mean, like the goal here is that to help obviously give you get good technologies and stuff, but also to solve complex problems, right? Stuff like this is also not an easy problem to solve, to try to go head to head with the Runway ML, which raised like what, $300 million or something like that, millions of dollars, right? Some even hundreds of millions. Is not cheap. But the thing is that with a community like this, it can only help more people, right? And it can give you for the lowest possible price. And also because we're not spending money on advertising, you can save, right? Because right now what's happening is a company like a Runway ML or a company like all these other companies you see out there, right? Well, they spend so much money on advertising, right? To get customers. Because we didn't have to spend any money with you folks, what happens is that like we save on the advertising cost, we can pass on the savings to you. Later on, when we do advertising and get new customers, they will have to pay up for it because that's the only way we can make it sustainable for us, right? So yeah, and I'm seeing some comments on that. Yeah, if you I'd love to chat about like housing, affordable housing and stuff like that, what we're doing and stuff later on. I know it's like a little bit off topic here, but like a lot of you folks who know me have been on webinars and training sessions. I've been talking about that a lot, right? But it's something I'm really passionate about. It's a very tough problem to solve. But luckily, we were able to start off with, hopefully in the next coming years, can solve more. We have a team in place now to manage things and provide that, and stuff like that. So it's great. Hopefully, we can scale that up. That's one of my goals of the next decade. So that's another thing that really is, because I grew up in the inner city, and we can go into that big story, but my school was so bad they had to shut it down, right? And I took transit. I couldn't, use a car and stuff back in the day. So the point is that if other people, we can provide the same opportunity, and in areas where it's such a tough problem to solve, which is so expensive, then it's a win-win, right, for everybody involved. So yeah, that's another thing that we're doing. I'd love to share with that in down the line. All right. Anyway, so now, so that being said, okay, for everybody who has not gotten in, let me put up the link right now. Sometimes I don't get to put it. So these are the links. Again, like I said, go there. Is your last chance. $179. This price is going to go up in the next 24 hours or so, but definitely this is going to be removed, the 7-day trial. Okay. We've given you enough warnings, sent you enough reminders, sent you enough emails, and also in our Facebook group, everywhere, right? Giving you enough warnings. So because once you remove this, I just want to explain to you, oftentimes we get people emailing us later on, right? Like, you should have told me about this before. I wanted to get it. I just want to say, we've done enough, right? In terms of reminders. Sometimes people get annoyed because we remind so many times, because people want to know, right? They want to be reminded so that they know that, okay, if I missed out, I was given fair warning, right? So that said, I just want to say, in the comment section, even after this live stream is done, let us know in our Facebook group, YouTube, and everywhere else. Let me know any questions you have. We'll be happy to answer them. In the event that we cannot answer, there is the support email as well for fast, like if it's login issues and stuff like that. Happy to do that. And also, by the way, what we're doing for this week as well is, if you need any live demos from somebody in our team to get on a call or Google Meet or something to go through some tech stuff, or even just basically walking through the application, that kind of thing, let our support team know. They'll be happy to give you like a Calendly link or calendar link. You can book a call as well with somebody in our team as well. Doing it just for this week. I don't know if we'll do it longer, because so many people, we don't have that many people in our team to be able to do that. But yeah, that's also there for you. So meaning, just understand, we have our Facebook group to assist you. We have our Skype group. For those who are there, we have a WhatsApp group. We also have like this on the phone. We have email, right? So we have all these places, because again, like I said, I want to drag you to the finish line if it needs to, so that you have everything in one place, so that you can actually succeed, right? So again, that's there so that you can actually succeed and actually use the application the right way that you desire. And again, this is just the start. In the next coming days, I have more training end-to-end, how to build really cool videos for different use cases, right? Whether it's e-commerce, whether it's for your own YouTube channel, let's say, whether it's, let's say, for example, you want to grow your brand or business, whatever it might be, brick and mortar, services, digital, coaching, consulting, whatever, or even you want to create videos with this application for other clients for commercial purposes, you can, I'll show you training on that. That's coming up soon. So pay attention to our emails, our Facebook group, as well as our messages. So watch out for that. It's going to be awesome. And the roadmap is coming up soon, and the public gallery is coming up in the next 24 hours. So watch out for the reminders on that as well. So it's going to be awesome, right? So that said, thank you so much for everybody being here. Appreciate you all. If you haven't already, go to that link, post any comments or questions you have. Even after the live stream is done, we'll do our best to answer them. And I'll talk to you very, very soon. Good luck, folks. And hopefully you're one of our winners, where we're announcing almost every day a new winner in our Facebook group as well. We'll continue that for a bit. Okay, so thanks, take care, good luck, and I'll talk to you very, very soon.